Okay, we're back. This is 5/29/2025. Recording just started. This is session 21. We've passed the 20 session mile marker. We've already been talking a bit here for some of us, better part of an hour. Just waiting on everybody to show up, and then letting the memeing run its natural course. And I think we're all ready to get back into this glorious event. So, Apricorn Festival. I don't think anybody needs a recap, and if you needed a recap, you should have watched the recording. So let me change. Let me go ahead and change maps here for the recording. Okay, over here. Oh yes. Look at how delightfully quick it loads in. Unlike certain other maps, starting with Ray and ending with Falls. Quick summary. There are various teams associated with the Apricorn Festival Gotta Catch 'em All event, or GC. This is a Pokemon capture event, as you might imagine. You also get credit for eggs and fossils. And then you score at the end based on the number of Pokemon and other stuff you've acquired. And whoever has the most wins, and based on your placement, you get to take a number of the Pokemon you've caught home with you, and the rest presumably get reprocessed and probably re-released out into the wild here. You guys traded with your friendly rival team, Team Knit, for the orchard area proper, which is this area down here, away from the pond, which they took. A quick summary of the mechanics here. There's a number of potential Pokemon encounters out here, and it's up to you guys to kind of find them and figure them out and capture the Pokemon. You have a timed resource here, which represents how long you can hang out before the time of the event is up, and you are recalled up to the bridge for the final kind of census. Just definitely not a different kind of reprocessing. That's right. That lovely stroganoff that you guys partook of, hot dogs, other such fare, was very suspect. Who knows where it came from? But essentially you guys are 11 out of 12. Whenever you guys spend time to search an area, whenever you move between primary, like kind of biome areas, and other things will potentially make you lose time, and other events that could be drastically escalating the speed at which you do things, which are few and far between, could potentially be negating any time loss, or even maybe gaining you a little bit of time as well. Okay. So I think the very last thing you guys did was you had a wild encounter with a pair of Pokemon. One of which was a Bellsprout, and the other was a Cutiefly. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. I believe both were caught.
Yes, we caught both of them.
And we will proceed ever onward. So, what is the next move for our intrepid group?
We're going in this direction, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're tracking the
loner.
impotent that has our badge.
Oh yeah, and
their
plus the
badge.
loner is in that
That's important.
area.
Dude, we had some sort of clue as to where it was, right?
Yeah, the senses were leading you kind of in the northwest direction.
My foot was pointing in that direction because the scent was familiar.
I mean, I guess we could just head on over there. It sounds like we may have done everything. Did we scout out this area as part of the the time unit that we consumed already?
What you did was you consumed a time unit to search for Pokemon in this particular biome.
Okay.
There's potentially multiple encounters per biome, and you can continue consuming time units. Presumably, after each encounter, it's going to get a little more difficult because the Pokemon in the area are going to get more wary of you. Yeah, you're also thinning them out, right?
Do we want to take some time to look for fallen apricorns?
Yeah, I remember asking something about that last time.
Yeah, definitely. This would be the place to do it. This biome specifically, but the maze as well.
Yeah. Mako will vote to search the ground for shiny objects, and specifically apricorns. And if he can...
Presumably also like eggs as well would be a good thing. That might be a good place to... this might be a good place to look for eggs.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess search for objects here is kind of what we're thinking.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you want to kind of do some foraging in the area, I will have you guys consume a bit of time here. But you'll have some potentially very generous rewards in terms of the amount of stuff you could be acquiring. Sound good?
Yeah.
So when you say stuff that we could be acquiring, that is not only just like random apricorns, but also potentially things that are relevant to the competition.
Potentially, you're not searching for Pokemon. You're searching for items. So that could maybe be eggs, or it could be fossils.
Yeah.
But mostly apricorns and maybe some other stuff that maybe trainers have left behind or whatever. Okay, so we'll go ahead and spend some time here. So going down to 10 time. Team being here. For the benefits of the recording, Amber is out. Not the character so much as the player Caleb, who is on a wonderful little retreat this week, and we wouldn't deny him that. And he told us all to go ahead and play, so that's what we're doing. So Amber is going to be a little bit more complacent, a little bit less active this time around. Might make it a community effort to try and sort of play player.
To mimic him.
Thank you.
If he's doing this kind of voice, then I think he'll be fine. He said to just kind of talk like this and catch as many Pokemon as we could.
Excellent, thank you, Isaac.
Isaac is the new Amber.
If everybody wants,
Yeah.
Isaac can be the new Amber.
That's fair. I'll volunteer as tribute.
All right, very good.
That means he's gonna be very
you
quiet.
you already volunteered as tribute. Okay. So let me go ahead and get out my little booster chart here. Okay. I would like everybody to just get ready to roll something. I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll a D7, each of you.
D7. Okay.
D7.
7.
Isn't that a wonderful die? That exists in real life, I promise.
Yeah? I'd love to see
Yeah,
it.
probably. 2 6s.
Ah, 2 6s.
Oh, true.
We need one more 6, and then we get some wonderful things happening.
And then, what is the most devilish of Pokemon?
Giratina comes forth.
Starts fighting
They're all
Arceus
the
in the
two,
sky.
That's right. Okay, Mako. You find a nice cluster of green apricorns, man. I want you to roll me you're gonna roll me a D8, man. Nice. So you are going to be acquiring a total of 9 green apricorns, Mako.
Nice.
Awesome. And then Vigo. Both of my 6ers, go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a D4, please. Beautiful. Okay, Elaine gets 6 and Vigo gets 4 white apricorns.
Snack for later.
That's right. And then our final guy was Rune with his 2. I want you to roll me a... I want you to roll me a d6 as well, my friend. Awesome. Nice. Rune finds 8 blue apricorns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Cool. And then I just want 2 of you to roll me d20s.
I want to do it.
I want to do it.
I got a 10.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. Okay,
You said
Vigo.
8
Yeah.
apricorns?
8.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, just adding them into the inventory so I don't forget.
Yep, thank you. Important to get that out of the way. Awesome. Vigo. You find a small first aid kit that is kind of muddied over, obviously left for a long time. You pop it open and find a super potion.
Ooh.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Okay. Elaine, scrambling under the brush, digging around. One moment. Here's what you find. You find what looks to be a bit of petrified wood. It is kind of jagged to the touch and broke off at a weird angle. This is potentially a lead-in to some kind of interesting encounter, if you so choose to pursue that. But that will cost you another time to pursue it.
I want to look at it and identify it.
I take it to Vigo because I know he's the fossil expert.
Nice. This isn't a fossil.
Oh.
Unfortunate. I know.
Basically the same thing.
It is. Roll me a Pokemon education check, regardless, please.
Pokemon education.
Or
Can I do survival instead?
I would let you roll survival in this case. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Nice.
Let me help you with it.
Did I fail it?
No, you didn't fail it.
Okay, great. Yes. Then.
You know that this actually is quite far from being a fossil. This is a piece of organic material most often associated with a Pokemon. There's a few different Pokemon that the bits of them look like wood, but are actually like it's hard igneous material. The first one that comes to mind is Sudowoodo, or its smaller cousin Bonsly.
What other things could it potentially be? Or is that outside the realm of the check?
I would say you would have to have rolled a bit better. But you know the most common region related culprit.
Do we pursue this?
Okay.
Cool Pokemon.
I mean, like, I don't have any desire for a Sudowoodo. I've already gotten enough of those in Reborn. So.
Swandor is pretty sick. I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes to decide. I actually need to go run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm not particularly interested in Sudowoodo. I would definitely relay the information, what I know about this, to the rest of the group, though. I'm also actually going to get back in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jeremiah's definitely had plenty of Sudowoodo. He does not need any more. Ever again.
I'm also not particularly interested in Sudowoodo. It's not that Like, I like the design of it, but it's not really one of the
no
Pokemon I would
use
normally
for it.
use.
Same.
Yeah.
Which
can't
is why I'm
believe
hoping that it's a
rock
different
type, though.
kind of Pokemon, though.
Oh. Wait. Okay, so I'm confused. Do we see evidence of a Pokemon or
No, with the
bones?
petrified wood, basically it implies that this was some kind of, what do you call it, like waste material, byproduct of a Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
So-
idea is that it's probably Bonsley and or Sudowoodo. But he said that
okay.
if Jeremiah had rolled higher, he probably could have guessed outside of those two Pokemon. So we don't know exactly what it is. This is hypothesis.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is more an indication of which Pokemon we might encounter if we were to try and pursue this. But it doesn't sound like we want to search for more Pokemon here.
I really want to find that goat Pokemon.
Which one?
Oko?
The goat. I know hymns have wood antlers.
Is it from White and Black?
Yeah, he does have wood antlers. I don't know if he would have fossilized with them. My other guess was Trevenant, which I would not mind having, because Trevenant is actually pretty dope.
Well, we won't know unless we actually pursue this little clue.
Yeah.
Do we want to gamble it, or do we want to go over to the burned forest?
My vote is Burned Forest.
Jeremiah, what's your vote?
He had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But he said he wasn't interested in pursuing whatever this may be.
If
Before
it
he
was
left.
potentially Sudowoodo. He didn't really get to stick along for the whole conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough evidence that it's a Pokemon that we actually would want, and so I would say for myself, let's try and move on, because I have a feeling this time resource is going to constrict on us at some point, or we're going to manage to do something that costs us like 3 at a time or something, you know.
Okay.
Bad not investigating it, but like at the same time, I know it's probably just a Sudowoodo. If it's not a Sudowoodo, I'd feel super bad if we didn't investigate it. So I kind of want to. It's just the Explorer in me. I'm sorry.
It's a Groudon. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Straight up a
Jeremiah's not back
Groudon.
yet,
Let's
though.
go.
Yeah, the Groudon living in the Apricorn orchard. This region's best kept secret.
What's next, T-Tran?
Yes.
Yeah, the
T-Tran's actually
Groudon,
in the bird forest.
the Groudon, yeah, the Groudon is the reason for the burnt forest.
And then he was looking around in the burned forest and got really depressed and decided to move on to greener pastures. That's why he's here now.
They can burn this place down to the ground.
That's right. In
I was
time
mentioning
for
that-
his next indigestion. Sorry, Christine, go ahead.
I was mentioning that it's potentially the shed antler of a go-goat,
Ah, interesting.
because I really want to go-goat. Is it a
That would be
go-goat?
fun to have.
Who knows?
Oh, well, I really want to go-goat.
I don't know.
Because I want to go-go. On a go-goat.
Want to go on the go-goat?
I want to go-go on a go-goat!
Do you think I'm aware of the Pokemon you can encounter in my campaign? Think again.
Right, you just roll randomly.
That's correct, yeah. Could be a Darkrai over there, man. Who knows?
Uh,
The fossilized wood of a Darkrai.
That's right. That's right. This Darkrai was cursed to become a tree before it was
And
banished
now
to this
it's your
plane.
problem.
That sounds oddly familiar. Cursed tree? Where have I heard that before?
I like cursed trees, man. Cursed trees are rad.
Yeah.
There's definitely
We all
no
know.
cursed trees over
I
here.
know.
Okay.
I thought was actually a cursed tree known as Trevenant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought that's what it could also be.
Glorious friends, how do you wish to
Or
spend
Phantom.
your valuable time here in the Apricorn Festival?
I guess we don't pursue the clue that you got me.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
That's probably
Yeah.
the conclusion. Just to note though that Jeremiah isn't back yet,
And he's
I'm-
typing.
but he probably.
I return.
As soon
Oh.
as you
Return.
said that.
He return.
Yep. I return.
So,
I return.
I'm assuming by the fact that you didn't pursue that particular lead that you're probably not staying in the orchard then.
No, we're gonna go to the burn forest.
Okay.
We're gonna find this ipidump.
The
And we're gonna dump its face in.
the Benernan Forest?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I need to resolve some movements here. One moment.
Elaine, you're trying to be a fairy specialist, right? Or are you just going for like more of a generalist?
I don't know what I am.
She's doing her thing.
Honestly, I was just trying to be Brock.
Breeder.
That's all of us, man.
Well, I don't know about breeding. I was kind of like I thought of like the cook. You know how he always cooked for everybody when they traveled.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And of course he was really good with Pokemon as a mentor too. So I was thinking like just really strong support character and not really specialize in anything specific Pokemon wise, but specialize in fields that could help them grow. Although I did lean towards Fairy Specialist, I was thinking about it very heavily. But I was like, no, because then Austin's going to come in and trounce me with this normal Pokemon, and I'm just going to cry.
It's okay. I get trounced by
only
normal
asked
Pokemon too.
because Ibidip
Yep.
is very dark, which is a very good typing. I was just
No.
curious if you wanted to try it.
I really,
doing it.
you don't understand how bad the temptation is. Because when I was playing Sword and Shield, I don't know, I saw Impotent and I fell in love. And then when I saw Grimmsnarl, I was like, this is the coolest Pokemon in the world.
It is pretty cool.
It's a really doped up Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I like Grimmsnarl.
You say it's a doped up Pokemon?
It's doped up.
It is. Have you seen that gigantic?
That thing's on drugs, man.
Not it's all
Alright.
hair though.
That thing has some roids.
Hi, Loki. Thank you for randomly appearing.
Loki heard something about drugs and just wants more.
Drugs? No.
His eyes are just like bugging out as he comes into your face.
Listen, I like closed my eyes because I was laughing, and then I opened them, and Loki's in my face. I was just like, what's going on?
He lives up to his name.
Oh, but that's how the way you felt about Impidip is how I felt about Tinkaton when I used it in Scarlet Violet. That thing is like the backbone of my team, other than my starter.
Yes. And then they had to come in with a lick-a-lick, and I was like, what is this?
An abomination.
What?
I think we're talking about different Pokemon.
Didn't you say Lickitung?
No, Tinkaton.
Oh!
Yeah,
I feel
Tinkaton.
like looking at no.
Lickitung.
I like Tinkaton. The little critter with a hammer.
Sorry, your microphone cut out at a very opportune moment where I couldn't tell what syllable you're using, so I just guessed.
Oh, yeah, no, Tinkaton. The adorable Corviknight hunting hammer monster.
Not to be confused with Licky Licky,
No.
the sex offender.
Very much not to be confused with Licky Licky.
All right.
Like,
Yeah, between it and Hypno, and there's like one more, I'm pretty sure, somewhere. I'm trying to remember all the Pokemon pasta out there. All right. Oh, Drifloon as well. That one's pretty obvious though. All right, so moving up, you guys are moving through the orchard and into the burn zone. I want you guys to go ahead and roll me. Come on, roll me something. Roll me something here. 1 second.
What? What are we doing?
You roll me something.
Hurry. The anticipation's killing me.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna look at Christine Sheet in particular.
No, what? Why me?
It won't let me roll something. We need a better. I think we need a more exact.
Doing on my sheet.
Leave me
DM,
alone
what
long
are
enough,
you
I'll
doing
just
here?
roll anything.
What are you doing here, DM?
One of you needs to roll me medicine. One of you needs to roll me survival.
It's not me. I'm none of those.
I'm good at both of
I can
them.
roll you medicine.
I am
Okay,
bad
medicine?
at both.
Yeah. Or Megasin, as it's known in the Pokemon setting.
Here's my Megasin roll.
There you go.
Oh,
It's now canon.
Which is really just like a step up in terms of
Oi, okay.
Jeremiah,
No.
what the?
in terms of the
That
evil.
is. I rolled 3 1s.
Hey,
wow,
Hey,
and a
Jeremiah.
2.
Hey,
Isaac.
hey,
Mako, Mako, save him!
No, please. Mako.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's slightly better, at least.
Hey, it's
So
better
that's-
than good.
What's your survival?
My survival?
Mako,
No,
My
Mako's.
Isaac.
survival's a 2.
Oh, Mako's
Mako,
is
yeah.
1.
Okay, 14.
13.
Oh, that's right. You get a bonus based on.
Okay, so this is the first time you've used Let Me Help You, right?
No,
Yes.
no. This
Yes.
is the second. I'm down to 1.
Okay.
No. What? You didn't use it,
It was-
earlier.
Previous day, I
Well,
think.
it's daily, so I don't think it resets.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I had technically I can repost it. I keep track in the frequency of how many,
Okay.
and it was already down to
Got
2
it.
or 3.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. Do you remember the previous occasion you used that?
No, I'm trying to remember. I'm assuming it would have been.
It was in the route before. I don't know if that would carry over.
Oh, if it's
there has been a date. Since
if it's
then.
if it's in the previous route, your dailies have refreshed.
Yeah, because
Sweet.
we've slept
Okay.
since then.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you're
Still at 2 of 3 left
so you're
now.
2 you're
Thank
2
you.
out of 3 now instead of 1 out of 3. Yep. Once you get to these POIs, that kind of resource does tend to refresh.
Okay.
At least for the trainers, you still have. There's no Pokemon Center here, so some of your Pokemon stuff isn't coming back easily. But, anyways. Okay. Okay. The first thing you note, is Vorgo, as you're passing into the burn zone. There is a lot of burn stuff, which might go as unsurprising, but something about burn stuff is it tends to pile up, and it can get a little difficult to move, and it can get a little hazardous to step on, because you get like these horrifyingly jagged tree stumps sometimes, and like random stones that are kind of like covered in debris that you can easily trip on and then impale your spleen on a bit of shrapnel. In general, you're sort of corralling the party a little bit to kind of take more safe routes through this area. It's obvious there have been efforts made to sort of make walkable areas to an extent, but it's clear they didn't go too hard to intentionally make this like a bit of an occupational hazard. The second thing that is noted by Rune, in that there is still a fair bit of smoke in the air, which normally probably wouldn't be that big of an issue, especially with all the rains recently. However, your attuned senses and medical knowledge start ringing some small bells, and you realize that something potentially harmful has probably been aerated by the recent burning. And you begin to feel just a little bit lightheaded, and you immediately kind of cover your mouth and try to get to the bottom of it. With a 12, you're not sure what it could be, but it's definitely airborne and kind of carried on the wind here. A unit of time goes by as you guys transfer areas. We're going on to 9.
I will warn everyone to stay low and keep their mouths covered while we're in the area, and that airborne thing is in the air. The smoke is in the air.
Nice. That seems to do the trick for the most part. However, if you start getting really active, like you get into a battle or a physical encounter of some kind, you will begin to start having some troubles breathing, at which time you could consider taking some countermeasures. All right. Yeah, as you enter the area, you, as I described, very burned. The bushes you see are yellow because I thought that kind of fit the general color scheme, but in reality, most of these bushes are yellowed to dead. This area has been kind of scorched out by some kind of fire that you're not quite sure of. There's obviously been a vast kind of logging expedition here to sort of pile up a lot of these dead trees and make the area a little bit more walkable, less treacherous. There's a decent number of fungi in the area, kind of sprouting up from all of the dead mass. Additionally, of course, this area is sort of fire-themed. So those of you with even passing Pokemon education, like rank 3 or 4, would definitely know this could be an area where fire-type Pokemon could congregate. Okay, so moving into the area proper, you do hear the sounds of commotion coming from kind of the other side of the area, probably a battle or some other Pokemon-related encounter, if you so choose to pursue that. Otherwise, you have your own personal encounters to potentially work on here.
Where's our tracker pointing?
Where's Holly pointing?
Ah, yes, the Sentret. At this point, the Sentret is indicating a copse of trees to your southwest.
What?
Kind of in these areas to an extent. There's a group of trees. I mean, and this isn't one-to-one, by the way. Like, I'm pointing in general directions to kind of help feed the narrative. But let's just say in this area there's a group of trees that do appear to have been partially hollowed out via the immense blaze. Some of which are kind of fused together into this gnarled mutant. It's visible from several hundred feet away. This is a potential lead that you could pursue, as Holly is sort of pointing the way. But there's also potentially other, maybe even time-sensitive things to do here as well. Up to you.
We want to immediately go after the impotent, or...
I mean, we're relatively close to the impotent.
I think
we
it's
want
good
to
to
get
stay
an encounter
focused.
here.
We should probably focus on the
focused.
impotent.
Focus on the impotent and then worry about fire-related encounters after.
Refresh the spectator. There we go.
I'd say so.
As cool as fire type is, I'm not like super interested in any fire type Pokemon.
You're not a fireman.
Is there anyone
Yeah,
in
well,
the party who
weirdly
actually
enough.
needs-
What's your question, Isaac?
Is there anyone in the party that actually needs fire Pokemon or wants them?
I actually wouldn't mind having a fire Pokemon.
Okay.
I have a Magby egg.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm definitely more of a generalist, but the fire Pokemon I'm looking for is something I need to be able to ride. I'm specifically looking for something along the lines of Arcanine.
Oh, well, we came back from a field of Arcanine, so...
Alas. We'll go back down there
Yeah.
eventually.
Okay. Yeah, they got pushed away by the rain, if I remember correctly, so we couldn't have caught it on the way back.
But either finding a Growlithe or an Arcanine or just a fire type that I could ride would be awesome. The Ponyta would also be acceptable. Ponyta or Rapidash.
There's no way we would be able to find a Turtonator here.
What?
I highly doubt there'd be a Turtonator here.
Isn't Turtonator like one of the only fire dragons?
Yep, it's the only non-legendary fire dragon.
Wow.
That's why I said I'm not particularly interested.
One of the stumps turns over, and it's a regional Turtonator.
That'd be so cool.
Hilarious.
All right.
Ironically, if it's a regional variant, it probably wouldn't be a fire dragon type anymore.
Just has better stats.
Okay.
Just strictly better stats.
Choices. Like I say, you have 3 choices right now. Maybe even 4 if you wanted to focus on harvesting more flora in the area. You have that potential other team action happening on the far side of the clearing. You have potentially your thief lead, and then you also have any kind of standard sort of exploration action you'd like to do for Pokemon in the area.
Yeah, I like the idea of hunting down the thief as first importance.
Yeah, let's get the thief out of the way so we can enjoy our exploring.
Yeah. We also know that there's a Pokemon there, right? Assuming that that we're being led in the right direction. So, and that's something that would potentially be high value, something we'd want to keep. After all of this.
Cool. Okay, the thief first then. Okay.
David, do you want to drive Caleb's Pokemon, by the way? I figure we should maybe get that out of the way before combat.
I can.
Okay.
His Pokemon are... I know he brought the Beedrill, and he brought...
Is he one of the ones that got 2?
One other.
He
I can't
brings
remember. Was it Cuddles or Nidorino?
Oh, that might be
I
it.
believe it was Nidorino, but I can be double checked.
Okay. I figure you know his Pokemon better, what to use better than I will. I know my own, but there's kind of barely.
There's only 2 that he brought in.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I know he brought in the Beedrill. I don't remember his second one.
Surely we have that written somewhere.
It's not written. It was said in the
Oh.
recording.
It was the Nidorino?
It was Nidorino?
I believe so.
That's what I was saying. I think that's right.
Yeah, that sounds right for typing
So
stuff.
we need the poison type.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Well, we didn't, because we already had poison type with Beedrill.
Mm. So then
Maybe
the
something
Sand Slash,
about,
then? Okay, well, it was time to
think
pull up
it
the
might have
recording,
been
I guess.
Sandslash.
You want me to text Caleb and ask him?
sure.
He's in the midst of a glorious and romantic dinner with his 24 housemates at the moment.
Yeah. I know it was either Cuddles... Yeah, it was probably Cuddles or Spectacle. In terms of type coverage.
I'm looking in my Lancer folder for Pokemon-related things.
What we all do.
You can see how fried I am. Oh, yes!
Because I know I only brought Marshtomp.
What does
I know
Dragoon
that
say about
Isaac-
this?
Didn't Isaac only bring Calamari?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or wait, did I bring... Oh yeah, I brought Mari instead of Ludwig. Alright, sweet.
Mhm.
I'll swap those around.
Ego, who did you bring?
Actually, there's probably an easier way to do this. We could scour the recording. Or is someone already?
Yeah, I just don't remember where exactly in the recording
Okay,
it was.
I checked the recording. It is Stinger and Nidorino.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, it is Stinger and Nidorino.
Yep.
Okay. Still needs to name his Nidorino. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I can pilot those pretty well.
Can you pilot a juggler?
I only have my one Pokemon. Well, no, I guess I'm I would agree. At the
Don't
moment.
worry, won't worry about it too much. I was just happy to get the Pokemon situation figured out. Yeah, moving in, you come to that kind of mutated, fused copse of trees, and you begin to kind of search around the area. And in classic Lancer fashion, I want somebody to go ahead and initiate the investigation. They or their Pokemon can help me roll a little spot check.
Holly's really good perception if that's what you're looking for.
Sure. That could potentially work.
I can also roll perception. I get a +2 to it.
Okay.
I have rolled
do
27.
in that case. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I have
So,
all sixes.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, you did. All right
You
then.
stole all of my luck.
Wow, that's insane.
1-1. 4 6s and a 2.
That's the only perception roll we needed, right?
Yeah, that's all you need for now. Holly zips around, kind of tracing around the edge of the tree trunk like some kind of planetary body in orbit of Earth. Just kind of like accelerating as she's getting some vibes. And after a few moments, she points directly up the tree trunk into the vast darkness of the hollow there, kind of between them.
That has a damage base in this game.
What?
What was your question, David?
It has. String Shot has a damage base of 2 in this game.
Oh,
Or is that
that's
just, like, something-
that's incorrect.
It
Is
was-
stab ticked?
Let me check that.
Stab will give it things a damage base, but no, some status moves do have a weird little damage
it is,
base.
yes.
That's a change, but String Shot doesn't.
I'm
Yeah.
going to uncheck stab. Alright, that fixed it. I was so confused. Let's look at Nidorino's moves.
Alright, so Holly is pointing inside the vastness of the trunk, correct?
This is right.
Alright. Do we go in? What are we doing, boys?
Of course, we run in to surprise it.
Let's go in, yeah.
This is like further up. This isn't something set at ground level.
Oh, okay.
This is something that's probably 10 feet up, and then kind of barbed on all sides by these kind of wicked-looking burnt branches, and it's kind of an evil-looking place, actually, if you had to say.
And just have Vigo throw everybody up there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
How high can I
Vigo
take the launch up
probably
of 3?
How far can you launch
Or
up a
high
tree?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have the boot of launching. So high jump. Jeremiah would probably know the statistic better off the top of his head.
So there's a few conditions you can meet to raise it, but generally it's not going to be more than like 3. Let me see if I can find the exact numbers. Wait, long jump or high jump?
High jump.
So my long jump is 3, my high jump can get up to 3.
High jump starts at 0 if acrobatics is adept. Raise it by +1 if acrobatics is master. Raise it by an additional +1 if you're a running start. Raise it by +1. So up to 3.
So I also
3
have a
would-
move that gives me +2 to my high jump.
Okay, yeah, that should do it, because that should get you... If you have a running start, that should get you at least 4 meters up. Which is kind of insane, but...
That is quite nuts. Double check.
Okay then, so I will get a running start
Double check.
and then use the move bounce to get into the tree.
15 feet is 4.5 meters up. What'd you say your high jump would be?
If I use the move bounce, it would be at a
I said 10 feet, actually,
4.
didn't I? Double double check that. You're probably good at 10 feet. I would say like the bottom of like the tree basin is 3. At 3.04. I'm sorry. Tell me that statistic one more time. I was talking over my own self and you at the same time. Very unproductive.
Right, so I get a +1 to my high jump with bounce,
Okay.
also a +1 to my jump capabilities in general.
Okay.
So that's already +2 to my high jump, and with a running start, it's at a 4 total because I already have a 1 because of my high acrobatics.
Cool. Okay, man. Yeah. So, and you are this is a running start high jump then. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So does the party elect Rune as tribute?
Yeah, I would also be trying to climb if possible.
Your local flying type rune.
That's right.
Before he launches himself into danger, Elaine is going to use one of her blessings.
Oh, I also need to. I'm also going to repost this. Just so, if there's smoke in the air, is that considered a hazard?
Smoke in the air considered a hazard. Yeah.
Alright, so I can. In the square adjacent to me, I destroy all hazards. The squares I land in, the adjacent squares.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
I
So
clear
like,
the smoke out of that area when I land with bounce.
sure. So like the impact from your powerful jump is kind of clearing out the immediate area. Sick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right, so I'm going to use Reflect.
Using reflect. Got it.
Because Grimmsnarl is a physical type Pokemon,
Yes, he is.
so.
Cool.
Rolled an 18 for my AC.
Wow.
Okay, well, I guess I'm stealing everybody's good luck today.
Cool.
It's kind of ironic considering that doesn't require an attack. It's just a.
But it's the only way I could really roll for you to be able to see everything.
There might be a way to just post a text box, but I don't remember how to do it.
Let's see, there's this one. Yeah, that still rolls. And then there's this one. That just.
That just gave a number.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look into it after.
That's
session
all I've got.
See if we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I go in the tree too?
Yeah, you can go up the tree if you like.
Go in the tree.
When you climb, you're not gonna be able to cover your mouth. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll.
So I have a potential thing that could help with this. I have bandages.
Okay, do you want to
Can
bandage
I
your
make
mouth?
like a makeshift mask out of that?
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a survival to try and rig something up and expend a bandage in the process.
Okay. 16?
Sure, I would say that's good enough.
Still a 1 in there.
There is.
Yeah.
Vigo, you just hear you just hear kind of the rip of clean decontaminated cloth over near Vigo as he begins wrapping it around his face like a mummy. As everyone else kind of stares on in slight horror, he then points to his face in triumph in muffled language, describing his triumph. It's
You did a good job, Vigo.
It's definitely harder to breathe, but not from the smoke now. Mostly just because this thick cloth is wrapped around your face. Sure.
This is fine. This is acceptable. I understand what I'm doing, probably.
Yeah. The next step would, of course, as is instructed, to wrap a wet towel around your face when running through a fire. You think that could help? As you
I feel like we're gonna waterboard
you
vegan.
you pour
I was
out
about to ask.
you pour out a little bit of your water bottle onto your face, and for a moment you have the horrible sensation of drowning. Before it kind of thins out and you're able to squeeze out enough moisture to kind of make it tolerable. And now it is even more uncomfortable, but you detect none of the acrid scent of smoke seeping through your impromptu face mask. Alright. Cool. Now I want you, if you're advancing up the tree, unless you have some kind of climbing mechanism, this is going to be an acrobatics check.
Do I have climb? That sounds like
Rico.
something I would have.
Rico is a climbing mechanism. This is his state
I
of
don't
being.
believe I have anything immediately for this. No, I don't.
Gotcha. Okay, well,
Okay.
You don't have the tree climb skill?
What?
You don't have the magical tree climb skill?
tree climb skill.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a climbing skill.
Do you have what are
I
your
don't
do you,
know
do you
it.
have any special capabilities that make you better in certain environs?
No, that's more of a survivalist thing.
Okay.
I'm an athlete.
Okay.
Might have something? Let me check.
Yeah, let me know.
Training machine, I'd imagine this would be. And an attack and speed. Nope, none of those would change anything here.
Got it.
Yeah, none of those would change anything, so it looks like it's just a flat roll here. Oi. Man, why couldn't it have been athletics?
Oh, it would be for climbing instead of jumping through it.
I guess the idea is that I'm trying to dodge the spiky branches or whatever kind of thing, so I guess it's acrobatics instead.
Probably.
Well, that's not a particularly acrobatic endeavor.
Oh, can we go ahead and say Amber would send out Stinger to come assist me with this since it can fly?
Sure, yeah. The Beedrill buzzes out.
So just out of curiosity, I was looking to see if there was anything I could take for climbing, and the first thing that popped up is athletics, an example in which it might be used as climbing a tree.
Oh, really? Okay. Sure. I'll make this a hybrid check then if you want to use athletics.
Okay. I mean, I definitely want to use it over that.
No ones this time.
Yo. Very good, very good.
Sick. 1 second. Okay. So just those two's going up. I'm assuming, as it does begin to get quite crowded, even though these 3 trees conjoined do offer kind of a decent little walking platform up here. Yeah, you quickly realize the platform you're standing on now is sort of an intersection of these vast branches extending out from the main trunks of these 2 burnt trees. And then veering off in each direction is a different little blackened hollow descending into the tree trunks themselves. How do you further navigate from there?
Is
I'm
it
looking
okay if
for
I send
any-
Holly to go and help?
Sure.
Yeah, Holly's gonna try and guide them. She'll basically Elaine's gonna give Holly instructions, help them find the thief, and that's all she's gonna say.
Sure. As this is not something you will be directly supervising, I want you to roll me a command check, Elaine.
Meh.
Cool. I mean, it's decent. Sure. You instruct Holly, and Holly seems to understand the general idea. I mean, Holly has kind of been on this trail for a while now. It seems only too eager to continue looking around, as it kind of what's the word? Kind of worms its way up the trunk, just like a slight sway to it.
It does a wiggle wiggle.
Yeah, it does do the wiggle wiggle.
Wiggle.
And then arriving at the feet of the two people up the top of the trunk, it does a quick circle around. And Holly is going to go ahead and make another perception check.
Another one.
Yep. Actually, 1 second. Hold that thought for just a sec.
Holding it.
Hold it. Don't use the
I'm holding
restroom.
it.
Don't use the restroom.
I'm trying not to.
Don't do it.
This is an emergency potty moment. Hurry.
It is.
It's just the potty emergency.
I actually want Holly to roll guile, please.
Guile?
Yep.
Ah, mercy.
So that isn't a skill that is directly listed on Pokemon sheets?
Not at all. That's
It's-
something that DMs give to species. I don't know what guile she would have.
I'm going to go ahead and say your Furt has a guile of 3d6.
3d6. Okay. She has a 3d6 now.
Okay. Not great. Holly seems to initially be tracking the scent. And then as she makes rounds, she dips into one of the trunks. And after a few seconds of just like watching this small small furry creature just like vanish, it appears with a small jump scare on the opposite side of the tree. And in a different tree trunk.
Oh.
Wow, there's a maze down there. Time to worm in.
Right.
Into the last one. Gotta get in there.
The recently waterboarded child crams himself into the hole Inosuke style and begins worming.
Well, I did grow up in the
search for any
mountains.
signs of the impidimp? Like any tracks I might have left up here?
Yeah, sure. I also want you to roll guile if you would like to.
Guile?
Unless you feel you have
Oh.
another check that would be more relevant. Spot. What is the equivalent in this system?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception is not helpful here, strangely enough.
So guile is supposed to be something about misleading. Like
Yes.
deception.
Yep.
Perception wouldn't be helpful. Could I go
Intuition.
for focus instead of guile?
Oh, here we go. Hang on. Holly uses foresight.
Okay. Let me read that. Pull it back up on spectators.
Oh.
Section. You can see through the illusion ability. Oh, cool. Lose the illusion keyword and effects created by the illusionist capability, ignoring all effects from those. Interesting. Let me double check something. I need to see if the illusionist keyword is being utilized here to any extent. Pardon me. Blah. Every time I
So
burp,
is this directly
yeah.
involving a Pokemon?
How do you mean?
The check for guile, is it directly involving the impidimp?
I don't know that you know that per se. Is there some mechanic that needs to be checked if it relates to
Poke Psychologist.
Mm.
So I can roll Pokemon Education instead of Guile.
Interesting. Yes. I will let you roll Pokemon Education here instead, but you do not know which Pokemon it is for, so it's potentially a higher DC.
Understood. Ooh, 11.
Okay. Well, totally. I think the keyword isn't expressly used, but I feel like this is a situation where Foresight could be helpful. So I will let both happen. Totally. Yeah. So Holly is wrapping around the trunks, getting a little bit confused. I would say probably by osmosis, your fellow trainers are communicating what's happening, while Rune is confronting his personal thoughts on the matter. And you both come to the conclusion quite quickly that there is something decidedly supernatural going around with these tree trunks. As the limbs beneath you are thick, but you're getting no tapping sensation or anything when presumably the ferret would be going underneath your heels to get to the other trunks. There's definitely some weird shenanigans afoot. Cool. And the ferret is going in. And you guys see the ferret kind of hop up on its hind legs and kind of hum to itself and close its eyes for a few seconds. And there's sort of like this, almost like this resonance that ventures out from the ferret into the surrounding tree. If this were anime vision, you would see like a sonar ping go out and like highlight the inner workings of the tree. And then the ferret worms its way back down one of the tunnels as Mummy Boy watches on in horror. Okay, I want to roll something really quick. And then I will roll for the ferret as well. Because it is beyond us all now.
Are you gonna make sure we
Did I
can see the
chase after
rolls?
the ferret?
I want to wait beside one of the openings in case something pops out.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be... Got it. Okay. And then...
This is like the ultimate tracker, Holly. Wow.
Yeah,
Foresight, Motor Sleuth.
ferrets are pretty rad. Glad you picked it up, by the way.
Me too.
I like these Pokemon, personally.
Are you making the rules public so we can see what's going on?
No, you don't know what's going on.
But
You have no
I
clue.
don't know what's going on.
anticipation. I need the
Wait, we don't-
mystery.
That ferret's dead.
The mystery is what the roll is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just rolled a fireball's worth of damage on this ferret. It's gone.
Oh wow.
Well, good thing she's normal type.
That's right. As we know,
Those
immune to
powerful
fire.
types.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen a normal type die to fire
One
damage?
one of the lesser known type matchups, fire versus normal. It definitely doesn't come about in the first 5 minutes of any Pokemon game. Okay, now I need to roll something else. As you hear a commotion within the tree trunk.
I hear angry ferret sounds. Imagine it sounds like a cat.
What's for its
We're just
cry?
hearing like a cartoonish cat fight right now.
Yeah. Like
complete with trash can
angry-
noises. Okay, and then I need to this is on GM there.
For some reason, also the sound of glass shattering.
Yeah, within the trunk. Which it's I guess it's weird and
Like,
supernatural.
what's going on there?
Put him in the background.
The impotent is smashing a beer bottle over for its head, obviously.
Oh! There's a Pokemon bar
Oh,
happening
wow.
in this tree.
How unlucky.
No! Holly, no!
Oh yeah, Holly's dead.
No, Holly!
What a good tracker. Too bad she's
What a good tracker. Too bad
Holly
she
no
was
longer jolly.
Too bad she was slaughtered by the 3 Grimmsnarls within the trunk.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, and then I need to pull.
I'll have you know, she has Nimble Strike and Keen Eye.
Yes.
And she is mean. Not really. She's jolly, but
Uh-huh.
it's the nice ones you have to fear the most.
Hey, Christine, can you see this roll right here? I just made.
No,
Okay, you didn't see the intimidate check just now.
no.
Okay. Cool. Let's roll.
Why?
Well, I need to make sure that you're not seeing the birds roll right
I'm not.
now.
Does it feel like I can see them?
I don't think it feels like I was just having.
Hmm.
Sure, we'll just do this. Okay. Isn't this so exciting?
Oh
Like,
my
seeing,
god.
yeah.
seeing a battle you can't witness.
I was asking if I could
Absolutely.
chase after it, but
Yeah, man. You wanna
Fit down the hole.
Do
You
you
want
wanna-
to go down the hole?
do you wanna snake?
Yeah, if I
you wanna
can.
snake down there?
Wait, we can?
Probably accommodating of adolescent boys.
Oh, I would definitely go down there if I could. I just assumed it was too small.
I'll take off my backpack and go down there. Yeah.
If you
ta-
go with
I've taken off the
boulder
backpack, man.
legs.
Oh,
No,
that's
don't take-
not a good idea.
Don't do that. The fact
Vigo,
that
watch my
Austin
backpack.
ended that with an means you shouldn't do that.
We're in a den of thieves here.
I look to my friends down below and toss my backpack to them.
Oh dear. Elaine's gonna try and catch it. Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna make one more wave of checks here.
I'm gonna make it acrobatics. It lands on her face, but she catches it.
It lands on
That's
her
possible,
face,
you could
and
have-
then her face lands on the ground, but she caught it.
Yes.
That, and then one more.
Oh,
Oh.
goodness.
Oh, that was not the right one. That was meant to be.
Rune, are you going in or what?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Save my baby girl.
Am I?
Okay,
Yeah, toss-
roll
I
a
toss
roll
Elaine the backpack into
roll a
her
d
face, I
roll a
jump
roll a d3 rune.
a D3.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Austin, those are some very interesting rolls that I can see that you're rolling, but that I'm not showing to Christine.
That's good. Don't show it to Christine. She is forbidden.
2.
Gotcha. Okay. Rune, you go down the hole and you hear scuffling, but it feels like it's in the walls as you're basically like wheedling your way down through this tube-like structure with claw marks all along the sides and light quickly fading. You don't feel like you're getting anywhere, and there's a point where as you're crawling down, the noises begin to become more faint. As popping out of the top of one of the holes, not the hole that Rune just went down, is a bruised and bloodied little imp-like creature.
Catch that thing!
Catch it!
It sees you and immediately attempts to jump off the tree. I want you to go and rate me like a struggle attack. Rune?
Struggle attack? Okay.
Oh, sorry, not Rune. Vigo. Pardon. Rune's down the hall.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, you're at the top of the trunk.
Oh, I thought that was Rune that was sliding down the hole.
What? So
Yeah,
did the impotent pop out of the hole I was waiting at?
Yeah, it popped out of one of the one of the three holes at the top. Yeah.
My intention was to try and grab it as soon as it popped out.
Sure. You want to try and grab it?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Grab it.
Grab this little nerd.
Just tell me what I got to
All
roll.
right, beat a 24.
It's versus acrobatics, right?
I believe so. Let me check.
It's either athletics or
I
acrobatics,
believe
or maybe
it's
both.
in helpful or useful charts for some reason.
Okay.
Grab.
I don't think it's beating that.
Attention grabber? No.
Yeah, that's the grab feat as we
Grapple,
know.
maybe? Here we go, grapple. This is what we're looking for. Grapple, oppose combat or athletics?
Combat or athletics?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll for fun. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, man.
Very
You scoop in with big bear arms and just squeeze this thing. As it goes, and just tries to scramble out of your arms, even as the ferret, muddy but not a scratch on it, coils out of the entrance and does the whole bird dog thing where it just points to the thing obviously in your arms at this time.
Perfect. We gotta catch this little nerd.
All right. Since I don't hear anything, do I have to climb back out of the hole?
Yeah, Rune, you begin to twist around yourself and try to climb back out. And you realize after a few seconds you've found yourself in quite the predicament. This is a very narrow space, not designed for humans. Once you go roll me an acrobatics check, which you're pretty good at.
Yeah.
Rolls all ones.
I could absolutely do that.
And is pulled into the abyss by Darkrai. Nice, you're good.
22.
Yeah, man. You quickly realize what's up, and you kind of have to curl into a ball and slowly shift your shoulder muscles to kind of help reorient yourself. And then you repeg your legs into the trunk and begin worming your way back up, which is significantly harder. As Rune comes out of a different hole than he went down. Significantly more muddy and looking a little bit more weary. But still seemingly thrilled to see that now in your arms is a squirming little impidimp. I imagine Amber screams in bloodthirsty rage as she picks up not a Pokeball but a rock and prepares to stone the creature.
Yeah, man, move it away.
Yeah. You kind of crush the impidimp up against the trunk with your body, and it just goes.
Play, don't keep a Pokeball.
This chaos.
Vigo is now gonna hold it out to whoever has a Pokeball, probably Rune. Try
Well,
to.
I threw my backpack down there, so they have my Pokeball right now.
Okay, well then I guess we're moving to the edge of the tree and holding it over the edge.
Actually, do you have one in your pack? I could just grab one out of your pack.
Oh, that's a good point. I probably would have one. Would you tell him that before he takes it to the edge of the tree?
Holds him up like Simba.
Yes, I probably would.
Okay,
You have a Pokeball,
good, yeah.
don't you? Catch it! Okay, I'll do it myself then. And I go around into his bag, grab one of the event balls, and peg it at the impotent.
All right, let's catch this nerd.
Yeah, this fireball. Go.
Go forth.
Alright, so it's a d20 plus minus what?
6. It's currently vulnerable, I think it's called, where it has no defenses.
It has no defenses. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
-3.
Oh, wonderful! I don't think you hit.
Yep, that's a miss.
Nice. You peg Vigo in the face, allowing potentially another opportunity for the impotent to escape. We're gonna go ahead and have another little contest here. Vigo's Glorious Athletics versus another check from the Dimp. Okay, the Dimp could potentially beat this. It does not.
Wow, it's got good athletics or combat.
Alright, I will try to peg it again.
Let's go, let's go.
I want you to just roll me a d2 really quick on that first throw.
Oh, you have to see if the ball breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, these can break? Oh, that's actually really bad.
That's very bad.
Hey, it didn't break. It just bounces off Vigo's face cleanly. I imagine it just lodges itself in his eye socket.
It knocks his hat off.
Yeah, it's like somewhere between the bandage and his eyebrow at this point. Okay, continuing. Yeah, I'll let you roll another throw here if you'd like.
Pull out of his eye socket's a little extra slimy this time.
Okay, 13.
I think
there we go.
That hits. It's grapple. Cool.
All right, now to the. Yeah, well, it's if it was anything above a 0. Actually, if it were even just a 0, it would hit. So.
Yeah, it would. Got very unlucky.
I guess now we roll to see if it's caught.
Yeah, we roll another thing. It is above half health, but not at full health. It has no conditions.
Does it have any statuses?
No statuses. It is 15, It is level 15.
Okay. So, currently 11 is this. Do you have any additions you want to make to the base capture rate for this?
Nope.
Okay, so the DC you are trying to beat is 7.
Alright, so what am I rolling for the capture?
Your D20 plus your trainer level, I guess. Or trainer, what is the plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, because you're level 10.
What's the stat called that scales with trainer level? Is it half trainer level?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Oh, one off.
Roll another D2.
I think that's the first time we haven't caught something.
Yeah.
We've gotten it in the ball.
Well,
okay,
the ball broke this time.
Okay, that ball smashes into Vigo's head, which is significantly harder than his eyeball, and it explodes into a shower of shrapnel.
Ow.
Yeah, man. But it's okay. Vigo just tanks it.
Well, I mean, anyway.
I don't know if we should necessarily be making a check to throw a ball if we're directly next to it, I guess. I think about it.
Okay, now that I know it's not at half health. Vigo, hold it one more time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it real quick.
All right. Well, I'm a squeeze it a little and make a struggle attack against it then, because I can do that.
Sure.
And I automatically hit, so.
Nice.
Because I currently have dominance in the grapple.
Roll your struggle.
So where is struggle? There it is.
Take damage from struggle now.
Yeah. 27.
Okay, let me do
just gonna squeeze it a little.
Let me do a little calc.
I like to imagine that you're giving it the old headbutt. You bonk its head with your head, and your head is harder.
You see what happened is it popped out of the Pokeball and like expanded outward into my head, and it took damage.
Okay. Yeah, you Vigo just headbutts the thing even as he holds it. And yeah, the little imp creature is reeling and obviously extremely dazed. You see kind of stars in its eyes. It's extremely unfocused and nearly whites out for a second before it comes back and just starts squirming again.
Can I tell if it's still above half health or lower?
Much below half health at this point, yeah.
Okay.
Much lower than half health now?
Yep.
Okay, I will grab another ball from Nico's bag and try and attack it again.
Sure. Go ahead and roll 3d20 minus 6. You got it! Yay!
All right. So,
Okay.
Is it below 25%?
It is.
Okay, so that means we're now looking at a DC of 3.
You got this.
Which I don't believe is possible to fail.
You get a 1, you get a 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see if David's capable of rolling a 0.
Hey!
Hey, nice.
I'm not capable of rolling a 0 this time.
So good. All right, man. Yeah, totally. Yeah, up until this point, you were kind of like panic throwing a little bit from your elbows kind of sat up on the side of the tree as you had just crawled out. And then at last, you realize maybe it's just better to like run up and just like tag football this thing. And you just run up and smash the Pokeball into its face. And that works like a trick, man. And it pulses and vanishes within the kind of grayish-white ball that you were assigned for the G-Chi. And it tosses and turns once more, and then clicks. And some kind of interesting little locking mechanism shifts onto the primary release button for the Pokeball.
So we've got 3 Pokemon, and we've lost 1 ball, so we can catch...
How many did we have?
3 more? We had 8.
8? And we've cut through it. So we should
We
have
lost
4
1
more
Pokeball, so we
Pokeballs.
have 4
4.
left.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah, dude.
During the encounter that Holly's having inside the trunk, are you remembering to use Reflect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holly didn't take any damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just chasing down the impotent.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly like Holly dodging some like fake outs and then just cratering this Impidimp and repeatedly succeeding on perception checks to find it.
Gotcha.
So, was it like carrying anything, or do we still have to go find its like?
Sword.
Yeah, you didn't see anything on it, thankfully, because it's now in a locked Pokeball.
Okay, good.
Yeah, totally. You do you send forth the noodle once more to attempt to find the cache of goods?
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. However,
So-
I'm not interested.
Does Holly come out of the hole? Does she like
Yeah,
see where the
Holly-
Impidimp ran?
Holly followed the Impidimp out. That was described.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does Holly know to come back to Elaine now that the Impidimp's been caught?
Oh no, the fur will descend into the trunk and never return to you.
Okay. So
It will assume you have released it into the wild.
Elaine is going to pull out her meteor badge and sort of like wiggle it in the air and tell Holly to find something that looks similar to this inside that trunk.
Yeah, sure. Holly kind of peeks out around the trunk as she hears your voice and wiggles back down the trunk and gives it a good sniff, and then points back up the trunk, hunting dog style once again. I want you to roll me a command check, as this is another kind of complex order that you will not be able to directly supervise. Nice.
Hey.
Pretty good. Yep. Holly zips up the trunk and goes back down one of the holes. It's a little bit as moments pass, as Holly comes out with a small pallet. It actually looks like another one of those first aid kits that Vigo found earlier, just packed to the brim with random junk. Most of this stuff is wildly useless. You see twigs. You see what looks like the anomalous material of some dead Pokemon. You see a number of small shiny rocks that are actually kind of useless, and then the meteor badge, there it is, and you kind of grab that up. You see kind of coiled around the first aid kit, which is you assume to be some kind of impromptu nest, to be a crochet kit that has like been fully extended.
That's the crochet kit that the old lady was looking for.
And just the old lady.
Yeah, was there an old lady up at
that was Mr. Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old lady, as we know.
He is the spirit of an old lady.
And who knows what the old lady was looking for?
Yeah, Mr. Ike's crochet kit. Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
the old lady was looking for something that her son got stolen.
Yeah. Something about her grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, her grandson, the crocheting kit, got stolen.
Her grandson was kidnapped. He's still down there, by the way.
Well, I guess that's what these bones are. Oh,
Yes,
well.
right.
Not my problem anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
If you guys don't remember, I'm not obliged to tell you. I think that's really funny that you don't remember what the old lady was. But there's probably a lot of junk in here that just belongs to a bunch of people from like the plaza. Like you see,
I'll just take the whole thing down with me.
You see an earbud cushion like taken off of the earbud. You see what looks
That's so rude.
You see what looks to be like a headphone splitter with absolutely nothing else connected to it, which has like been weaved into the crochet. Like a bunch of
one
other
of those
like
aloe infused socks, but only one.
Yeah, exactly. A sock with only one, and it's like partially rotted through with moisture. Yeah, man, it's not a pretty sight. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, congratulations, guys. So your time went down to 8. Let me go and resolve a few more things here off the table.
All right, yeah, I'll take the first aid kit, and I kind of forgot. When I jumped up the tree, just straight airtime, that I have Wall Runner.
That's pretty cool.
Are you parkour?
I have parkour.
He is Assassin's Creed from the game Assassin's Creed.
So you're a British assassin police boy.
Yes.
My dice will not roll. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. You should take him to the dice doctor.
You don't know what's wrong with you, Christine?
I've lost track of that many years ago.
Yeah. Okay, now it catches up and loads both of my dice at once. I'm going to say the first dice counts and the second one doesn't because I have integrity. All right, and then cool. Actually, that should be a plus. Doesn't matter because they succeeded anyway. But there we go. Gotta maintain my integrity. My integrity.
Hey, return.
Welcome here.
Oh yeah, Christine, remind me to tell you about GMing tabletop integrity later. You'll probably be sad, but also get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you guys have gotten your thief. Where to next? As you emerge from the copse of trees to find all signs that action you were hearing in the distance has died down.
Do we want to look for fire-type Pokemon? I wouldn't mind looking for fire-type Pokemon. Fire-type Pokemon are normally pretty cool.
I really want mushrooms here. I want the mushrooms. Give me the mushrooms.
I would be down to forage for items.
Yeah.
What if we split the party? What if half of us?
We get disqualified.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
that was part of the rules.
In terms of 2 people poke hunt and then 2 people item hunt to try and use one.
I assume we get disqualified.
Remind me or correct me if I'm wrong, but Isn't it if we are in a different section?
Yeah, you can't leave the
Maybe we
zone.
could
If
qualify?
you wanted to delegate that way, I would let you, but there would be significant penalties on both of the DCs for those actions.
Oh, I see.
Because the idea is we're
What
working
is-
as a team.
Okay.
Would it take the same amount of
Okay.
time, however?
Potentially.
Yeah, it would take the same amount of time. You just have a much lower chance of success on both actions.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Higher
I prefer
risk,
higher
lower
success.
reward. Yeah, fair enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down to pick some fight with some Pokemon.
So I vote trying to find a fire Pokemon.
So, just did we find any like stockpile of stolen items?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
Okay, very cool. What do we find there?
mostly useless knickknacks, unfortunately. You found Ike's
did we
crochet
find
kit,
the-
which you can hold over his
Ah.
head as a rival.
Very good, very good. Well, of course, we need to return that. This is of course an honorable rivalry.
That's right. That's right.
This is a very important item for Mr.
That's good. That's
We need to
that's a respectable relationship.
we need to give him back his catching kit.
Uh-huh.
So, did we find the badge, or
Yeah, you found the badge.
did.
You found the badge.
Okay.
It was in there.
Isaac, you're very quiet.
Yeah, was I not before?
He's entered soothing mode.
Oh,
I thought that was just the state of my mic now. Hold on.
Switch music a little bit for Isaac's sanity as well.
I thought my mic had some effect on it. Is this any better?
What is
I
wrong?
think that's the same.
Everything
Okay.
I do
I think I just need to turn you up.
has a
Because I can
latency
hear
of
you
Well,
and
yeah,
better
that's-
from my room than I can from your mic.
I think my mic just might be dying because other people in other discords have said the same. It's probably just time.
It is
Okay.
fine.
Got to get a new
Oh yeah,
orb.
no, you're at max volume. Never mind.
think my-
Yeah,
yeah.
get into my
Luckily,
bro.
these are decently cheap.
I think my eldest sister waddled into my room while I was at the dentist today and like crammed my PC full of malware.
Greet her for me.
Very good, very good.
Tell your folks I said hey as well. I love them.
Oh, I'll tell him, hey man. Go out, let me go wake up mom and dad.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'll sneak into the room, lay down next to their CPAP machine, and go, Isaac says hey.
Couldn't have it any other way.
You gotta whisper it into the CPAP machine.
Yeah. Make him think there's some kind of error with the breathing machine. All right. Okay, where to? Are you guys gonna try and search the area for Pokemon?
We gotta find a
Sounds like
Pokemon.
The Pokemon? All right. So,
And by the way, do we want to say another hour to hour and a half, just for the sake of?
yeah. So we normally go for 2 to 2.5 hours. That's the declared time. Though we often go longer. So we started at 7:30. That would mean we're going till 9:30 to 10. Normally, unless somebody wants to go longer. Does a 10 end time sound good?
It's good with me. We technically really didn't start till 8,
We didn't.
and so I'm fine pushing to like 10.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm
He's breaking out. He said, This watch together does not exist, by the way. What is happening?
Good to know.
yeah.
By the way, guys, the thing we're listening to right now, it doesn't exist.
Let's see. What
Yeah,
happens
fair
if I
Mass
reload the
hallucination.
page?
I
Does
gotta,
anything really exist?
I gotta reload the page. What is happening? Let me kill, like, all this junk I have built up, like Donnie.
Yeah, kill Donnie.
I'm sorry, WeebMD. I'm gonna have to listen to your chapter 229 review later.
Oh, guys,
Goodbye, Disney Plus.
sorry.
It just so happens Watch Together is getting struck by YouTube at this time. This is the moment they've chosen to strike. We cannot tolerate these people watching things together any longer.
I don't know. This isn't any better, is it? I'm no louder, am I?
I hear you.
You're good, man. You just
Yeah,
broke.
you-
You just broke out for a second. I think your connection was screwy.
Alright.
I'm right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my computer because like, is anybody else having watch together issues right now? Are you all getting like
Yeah,
music?
I can't see it. It's just a
Oh,
blank.
I've got
box
watch together
for me.
working
Can
fine for me.
actually.
That's
It's
working.
playing.
That's working for you. That's working for you. Okay. Everybody banish watch together. Just kill it.
Banish.
And then,
Got it. Closing it.
And then I
Good
will.
God.
I will reload.
Austin,
What do you want from me?
did we get the baseball collection? That was what the old lady was asking for.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Baseball cards are in there for sure.
Okay, cool.
I would
We'll get
say there's like this little binder in there of baseball cards, many of which have been unsleeved and torn apart.
No!
That's monstrous.
It is. It's really evil.
This horrible creature.
It
Well,
is
it is evil.
It is a dark type.
That's the most evil thing I've ever heard Dark Type do.
I do
Like, eating
appreciate
people's souls
though.
or whatever. Nah, tearing up baseball cards.
Yeah. I do kind of appreciate though that like we all forgot that the baseball set so hard that even greed could not remind us of what we were looking for.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, I mean, it's been 3 weeks since we've touched
Yeah,
this
there's
game,
also
but
Okay,
I
that.
forgot.
if you guys can get watch together working,
month.
great for you. I'm gonna go with that watch together because we don't have that much time left to play,
Okay.
and I'll figure this out in my downtime, baby. All right,
Oh,
so
it's working now for me.
yeah, it's because I stopped trying to do anything with it. Okay.
What happens if I pause and
so-
play?
so,
Let's see if it works off.
Behold Austin with 100% brain capacity now that he's not micromanaging, like moonlighting as a DJ. So, okay, so moving on. You guys are back into the burned area, and you are deciding to further explore this area for Pokemon specifically. Yes, and all 4 of you are doing this.
Yes.
Awesome. I want one of you to roll a d20.
I haven't rolled yet.
Roll it.
Do it.
Do it, Mako.
That's
Let's see if your luck is good.
the,
That's a 12.
Oh, that's a
there.
14.
the perfect die. That'll do.
Okay,
So
14.
it
Nice,
was-
man.
At first it was.
Okay. Let me consult my magic book.
Your magic.
Do you guys ever get that GPS voice that was like the weird wizard guy who would like whenever he's like trying to
No.
configure a route, he'd be like, "Let me consult my magic book." You guys didn't have that?
Oh, that sounds
What?
magical.
What are you
No.
talking about?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a Garmin thing. I remember Donnie showing me this. He had a GPS a long time ago.
I remember I discovered it right around the time they discontinued all the celebrity voices because I was so excited to have the Terminator telling me
Dude.
where to drive.
Terminator, Yoda, Darth Vader, and they treat you like a person, like a Yoda or a Darth Vader would treat a person.
Oh.
Like Yoda's insane, dude. He's like making a wrong turn you have to the dark side. He's like, right, you turn left. Right, you turn left. You have no idea what he's saying. It's like it's
No.
incredible.
Oh no, I'm already
that's
directionally
fantastic.
challenged. Shut it out my head.
Haha, this
Right, you turn left?
You don't know how to get around.
I can't.
The nerd.
Okay, let me look at my.
It doesn't have an internal map.
No, Nick actually intentionally told me the wrong direction so that I would go the right direction one time when I got confused. He told me to take a left and I turned right. No, it was the other way around. See, I'm already confused telling the story.
Okay. As you explore the area, you find the site of what appears to have been a heated battle. No pun intended. Actually, pun a little intended. Between one or more trainers and what appears to have been a small fiery creature that is ground-based in one of the nearby clearings. It appears to have waged for a fair bit, probably a formidable Pokemon that seemingly ended with the trainer's victory, as there's no sign of a wounded Pokemon anywhere, and the tracks abruptly end. So from there, you glance about, and the most obvious thing you see immediately, and you noted this before, is a flock of red bird Pokemon sitting in many of the trees surrounding the area. A quick Pokemon education check from my favorite white boy will tell us what this is all about. Thank you, favorite white boy. That's a fledgling, my guy. Fledglings are small bird Pokemon that I believe are just flying right now, but they do become some formidable fire types.
Flying normal.
It is flying normal, yep. Yeah, there's a flock of them. Fledglings aren't particularly aggressive. They hang out in groups mostly for their own protection, but it's more of an empty threat than anything else. If you decided to confront one, it's entirely possible it will be left for dead by its companions.
Ugh.
Survival of the fittest, baby. Aside from that, yeah, there's several different levels there. The highest level fledgling you see, if you want to go for that, is going to be actually a level 19 fledgling.
That is not a baby.
That is not a baby fledgling.
No.
That is a fledgling
That is
that
an
I
adult.
believe would otherwise naturally be evolving, but through various methods of nature has not.
I'm gonna take that baby emote back because that's not a baby.
Eat it. This fledgling has abs and biceps, man.
I think we should
Mako
catch
cocks
this
his
one.
arm, knowing that he may not one-shot this one if he attempts to fastball it.
Mm.
Actually, I think I may have taken that edge away.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've done your sniper shot.
That'd be so funny.
If I took it away, it was with heavy heart because the memes were glorious.
They were
Oh,
good.
they were so good.
I'm gonna have to get it back at some point soon.
You gotta get Mako more ammunition.
I mean, I do have devitalizing throw.
But you-
which is nice.
You could also probably just like throw
Yeah, I can understand.
Apricorns, and that would be a whole lot cheaper.
I'm beginning to suspect the Windows update, as even my Pokemon generator is dying a horrible death.
Oh no.
That sounds about right.
Yes, error loading species options. I haven't even finished typing, dude. I clicked the box and it broke.
Oh no.
Well, I guess you can assume it's a level 19 fledgling. Would you try and catch it? Let's go.
I can tell you what it's supposed to have at level 19. By looking at the Pokedex.
Stop breaking. Stop it. I have to kill all my watch laters.
Installed too much malware.
Yep.
Shouldn't have run Bonzi Buddy 6,000 times.
My sister did not want to watch Infinity War today, and so she tried to destroy my PC.
No.
Did she actually?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been watching through the MCU, and we finally got to Infinity War. It was very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, good movie, I think. Yeah, especially with all the
I-
Yeah,
build-up.
Infinity War's good.
It's very exciting. Okay, initiate, because nothing is working for me.
Well, obviously we need to throw a rock at it to get it to come down.
Please, yes, more rocks.
Oh, David, you're not coming through all of a sudden.
No, David.
Oh no.
Not Dave Big. It's his heart that's big. Big enough for all of us. Just awkward silence.
I was gonna say, hush falls over the.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Killed himself. He couldn't stand being Dave Big.
No.
It's like, no, my heart is only big enough for me. Goes to eat his Rice Krispies.
Mic check 1 2.
Hey!
There we go.
Okay, that's weird. Don't know what happened there.
What's this
Mine
nightmare?
is probably dying to time too. Vigo, you have Frigirbacks, right?
Yeah.
So do we want to send Frigirbacks and Calamari at this to double team it? Like Calamari get the Thunder Wave off, Frigirbacks hit it with the Ice type move.
So ice is no longer super effective against flying. That's one of the types. Yeah, not like super significant, I guess, because we don't want to kill it. But
Okay. Well then,
it
how about
potentially
the,
could freeze though, which could be helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. Opera, my beloved, will
Yeah.
be functioning. Let's see.
All right, I guess we'll triple team it. I'll fight the fletchling too.
I'm just waiting for your PC to blue screen on you, Austin.
Like, it's honestly really horrible right now. I think everything is breaking. I'm gonna blame Windows Update. I think.
Fair enough.
I think that's always.
Windows
I think
fault.
that's a safe bet.
When in doubt, blame
Yeah.
Windows.
I mean, that's usually what I do.
Okay, who's going in? What happened?
We're
Am
gonna
I still going in?
kill the
Who's
creature.
Triple team it.
What? Okay.
Yeah, get in there.
How do you initiate? How do you approach these fledglings?
Good question.
We thunderwave the big one.
Okay, what's the range of thunder?
Yeah, Mako just chucks calamari into the middle. 6.
Okay. What's the movement? What's the speed of calamari?
Probably the levitate speed 4.
Are you talking the speed stat
Speed
or
stat.
the movement?
Speed stat.
Oh.
Movement capability would also be useful.
Okay. 9 speed stat.
9 speed stat. Okay, sure. And then, yeah. Okay. And what is your throw distance? I'm doing some some quick math in my head.
Fair enough. 7.
Okay. Yeah.
His throw distance infinite.
It's what? It's what, David?
Infinite.
Oh yes, he has.
I
His
assume throw 7.
he has the
capability.
Aravity quirk from My Hero,
First.
and just
There you go.
throws the ball, and the Pokemon is exiled into space. So
Comes in orbit.
yeah, that's right. So you throw the ball, and when you throw the ball, all the fledgling look really on edge, and when a horrifying electric lamprey creature emerges from it, going, all of them immediately take flight and disperse in all directions. Your calamari is out of range for a thunder wave. I'm going to let calamari roll me an acrobatics check because this isn't combat time per se. This is more of like a skill encounter to try and catch up. Nice. It goes fast enough and kind of wiggles through space in more efficient ways than these birds can. Like, it goes straight up as opposed to needing to flap a few times to gain altitude. And barely gets in range of a thunder wave, potentially not on the fletchling of choice, however. I want you to roll me a d6.
Oof.
Nice. You're in range of a level 2 fletchling.
Okay.
Ah.
Fair enough.
We got a level 2.
Level 2.
Potentially.
A level 2 fletchling.
Perfect.
Yeah. My favorite white boy rolled a Pokemon education check to try and check these fletchlings out, and yeah, you find the runt of the litter. Easy to catch, but awful to train up. Hopefully just another credit in your glorious Pokemon competition. So, Thunderwave, go ahead and post that for me if you would please, and I will roll the appropriate check. Or cross-reference it versus the appropriate defense, I should say.
Everything has been wigging out. I didn't hear the request.
Thunderwave,
Thunderwave.
post it.
All right, sweet.
Tonka?
Cannot miss. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. This powerful status move that is competitive in nearly all formats of Pokemon cannot miss. Not that the tabletop is the same as the video game, I'm just saying. Yeah, you blast it. It doesn't actually deal damage, right? That's just a product of weird damage-based stuff.
You need to uncheck stab and clear out any damage base it has.
Oh, that's what it was. All right, sweet.
Yep.
Cool.
Stab is not applied to status moves. Don't check stab when status moves.
Okay. You blast it with a shockwave, and it seems suddenly very unsteady on its wings. its speed has been crunched down. It is a level 2. So what was the other Pokemon operating in this domain here?
It was Frigibax, but like I do not think we can trust Frigibax to not just kill it.
I
So
don't think we can trust anyone to not kill it.
I think we should just throw a Pokeball at it.
We'll let Amber throw the Pokeball at it because she's good at that.
Well, actually, I have.
I thought Mako was the one that was good at throwing.
He's the
Yeah, I
capture
have
specialist.
Revitalizing throw,
They both are.
so I can, if the Pokemon escapes, I get to slow it down.
Okay, it is, I believe, already slowed because of Paralyze. Is that right?
Let me check.
You would
Paralyze
you would
was
still
one
be
of
able.
the updated abilities.
Okay.
Initiative is
Like
have. Save check at start of its turn 11 plus. On a successful check may act normally. On a failed check, it can only take a standard or shift. Is vulnerable and cannot use attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so not
So
slowed,
not slowed.
but many of the effects have slowed.
And I guess I don't technically have to use
Yeah.
this, but it's an option.
Okay, and you can still
If
nuke
ever.
it. You can still nuke a stat if you so choose.
Right.
Okay. Chucking the ball. 1 AP, free action.
Well, the devitalizing doesn't come into play unless the Pokemon escapes, so I can just go ahead and roll.
Oh, I
check.
see. Got it. It's a trigger. I see. Got it.
Does Capture Specialist get any bonuses to throwing Pokeballs?
Well, let me check that. Actually, that's a good point.
I believe there's an accurate throw you can do, but I forget what
Gain
it's
2
called.
cap techniques.
That would be helpful just for consistent catching. We'll try watch together again while it buffers.
Accurate throw.
Wonder if
Check
I
me.
only got.
Yeah, while you were gone, we changed it to the Doom Eternal mix.
Yeah, there's some really crazy music going on in the background. It's Gangnam Style at this point. Man, that's a throwback. I haven't listened to Psy in a minute. Oh, look, I have no rooms on Watch Together. No, now I do. Thank you. My goodness. It's a nightmare. What's happening?
Well, I will have to figure this out later, but it looks like the only one I have is devitalizing.
Okay.
Throw.
Go ahead and chuck a ball.
Oh, wait, no. Here it is. Tools of the trade. +2 to accuracy rolls. Made
Huh.
with Pokeballs.
Oh, okay. So you have a -4 instead of a -6, which is very good.
There you go, there you go.
Approximately 30% more accurate than everybody else.
You say it's a total of -4?
Mm-hmm. That's the way we roll. Okay. Maybe it's Brave.
-4.
Maybe Brave has betrayed me, and Isaac's prophecy is correct, and I need to stop using Brave.
What is your prophecy about Braves?
My prophecy is that since I have adopted Brave as my new standard, that Austin must soon move on.
Yeah,
to something
so like
else.
That makes
I
sense.
can't have the same. Thing.
Yeah, I guide others to a treasure I cannot have.
Or rather, you guide us and then you find the next best thing, but it takes us so long to believe you. A mistake that I am rapidly remedying with each choice.
I can't log in. Am I using the wrong email?
I'm gonna be hearing that as long as I know you. Oh, I lost that email.
No, I'm good.
I was never
Right.
on that train.
Regardless, 10 is almost certainly going to hit.
Yeah.
Is that-
Yeah, you hit him.
There's no way this thing has.
No, this is
well,
a-
actually, no. It's impossible to get higher
This
than a 10. On
this
the defense,
level
no.
2. This level
Oh, I forgot it's level 2. Yeah.
This level 2
Okay,
fletchling has the evasion of godlike beings.
Fair enough.
Just off the top of my head, I believe we're looking at a DC of 6 to catch this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think so. Go ahead and roll it. Just a d20 plus 2, my man.
Yep.
We'll get this out of the way.
+2 or
Plus 2.
Plus 2, because you're
Yep,
half your
'cause you're-
half your trainer rank or whatever.
It's just it's not a consistent thing. It's at certain ranks we're going to be
Like a
getting higher and higher.
proficiency threshold, essentially.
Yeah, that'll do.
You're
though.
good. You're good. Okay, watch that doesn't work on Brave, so maybe it's an internet thing right now. Anyways, you catch the bird. Congrats. Yeah, you hear the bird flapping through the air, and you just hammer it, and it disappears into that grayish white ball that plops onto the ground with a click as the locking mechanism fits in. Well done. Cool. So that's gonna drop you guys down to 7 on the timetable. Awesome.
How many Pokeballs do we have left? 3?
3.
And we have 1 Pokemon that we will potentially want to take with us, yeah? Unless we want to take the Fletchling.
I wouldn't mind the Impidimp.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
Fletchling. Or not the Impidimp is probably we're going to go with us, regardless.
Fletchling is the sleeper pick. Okay.
It's actually shiny and none of us noticed.
Okay, after the fledgling flock has dispersed and the meadows, burnt as they are now markedly quieter, you guys have the option of staying here, potentially doing some more harvesting, or moving on to a different area.
Oh.
You could look for more
That was
mon
quick.
if you want as well. That's
I
not
think we should. I think we should start moving into the
But
maze.
mushroom?
mushroom.
That's right.
Yes, but we
Take care of your chef.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if we want to win this, we're almost certainly going to have to find some things that aren't Pokemon.
Okay, fine.
Just because I fully expect somebody to fill all of their Pokeballs, and we're already down
Fair
one.
enough.
So we need to start looking for other things such as eggs, which I don't expect to find here. Fossils maybe, but they probably just
Rune had copied down the maze of the Apricorn trees so that we could go through it quickly. Can we
Yes.
just walk through the maze, don't bother with eggs, go to the well over here?
And try to look for fossils down there.
well, fossils are almost certainly going to be on the riverbed.
Yeah, they're going to be in the
Yeah,
riverbed.
we get to the maze,
Yeah,
through,
to
or we
this.
get to the riverbed through the well.
I think we should check the maze for eggs. So that
You
sounds
think
like the
there's
kind
gonna
of
be
place
eggs
where
in the
we would.
maze?
I think that's that's the kind of place where we would find the eggs, most likely.
Yeah.
Got a
that
hunch.
makes sense.
Do we want to roll a Pokemon education on an educated guess?
Well, these
Did I
would be
try to roll a
placed
Pokemon
eggs.
education for an educated guess on where eggs might be in this area?
DM.
You're looking for eggs in this area. Yeah.
Not in this area
In
in
this
particular.
area, like where in the a general educated guess onto where eggs might be in the
In
general
the gotcha
vicinity.
game.
In the whole area.
Correct.
Sure. Roll Pokemon education. Actually, would you did your classes.
Oh yeah, my root thing, so I could do perception +2 instead.
You could do perception +2 if you'd rather. I'll let you.
I would
roll
rather
that,
do that.
please. Go for it. Nice.
15.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I will, of course, let me help you with that if that's a fail, but I can't see how it would be.
Let me help you with that.
There are gradients of success. This is not a failure.
Is it is it possible that I can how do I even say this? If I suspect
Improve.
that he fell short of one of the levels,
Yeah,
can I
I would.
go ahead and-
I'd let you help him. Like the highest gradient of success in this case would be quite a high DC. So
Right, fair enough. I think for this one I'm gonna leave it be because 15 is a good roll,
sure.
good middle of the road
Yeah.
roll. But
Plus-
I've
plus is-
thought about that just about every time that
Yeah.
someone ended up succeeding.
Yeah. And Isaac, were you saying chill at 10:30 end time?
Yeah, ideally.
Okay, got it. So 30 more minutes, fellas.
If we, yeah.
Awesome.
If we push it to 11, I won't be too mad.
Okay.
I won't be mad. You know.
Moving on. Okay, so 15 in perception, Rune. You're looking around, and you have kind of a concept of the map. You're pretty decent with maps and kind of visualizing areas in general. you're perceptive like that, and you kind of take note of your surroundings, and you also have cataloged this area to an extent in your own personal journals and archives. Yeah, looking around, while at first glance, the burned area might seem unintuitive for eggs. Many Pokemon eggs demand greater heat, and many are actually built to withstand significant trauma. So, in the event of catastrophic natural events, often eggs are the only thing to survive, and then they naturally hatch over time and then help to kind of repopulate the area to an extent. So first off, the burned area could potentially have something like that. Secondly, most common areas for eggs, cave systems, dark places that would accommodate potentially nocturnal type Pokemon or allow them to take shelter from elements. Very tight clusters of wooded areas, much like the Apricorn orchard you were just in. Difficult to get to areas, and generally areas that would suit the particular type of Pokemon and their egg. So, for example, the Magby egg was located in a rather volcanic area. Assume there is potential for eggs in many of these areas, but you will have higher chances and kind of the higher likelihood areas I just mentioned, like caves and densely wooded areas.
Okay, I will mention this to the team.
Sure. Yeah, I'll tell you what. With that success, I'll give you a +1 on these potential like area search checks to potentially find something like an egg. Okay.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Sure.
So, do we want to try to look for eggs in the maze while we walk through, or go straight to the cave system in the well?
It's sounding like the caves are more likely to produce an egg, actually, based on that description. So probably we would just want to go through the maze to the cave then.
Yeah. So we're going to run through the maze that we previously mapped out to make the quickest route possible to get to the well.
Sure. Here's what I'm going to do. Somebody's going to be making me a check. It will probably be survival. Let me double check what I want to do here. Come forth, Amber Clift. Allow me to gaze upon your skills. Yeah, okay. So, I'm actually going to give it a choice between survival and guile. Whichever you guys would rather do.
Does anyone have good guile? I don't know if any of us are really deceptive.
I've got a 2.
None of us are great at.
Elaine is intentionally bad at guile.
None of us are
I'm
great
also
at the
potentially bad
charisma
at
skills
guile.
overall,
Yeah.
except for I think Elaine has good charm.
Yeah, it should be noted guile is not necessarily just deception. It is sneaky or underhanded or kind of out-of-the-box cunning, which a maze could potentially test. Survival is more like orienteering skills, which a maze would also test.
I trust Vigo's survival.
Cool. So what we're going to do is, because you kind of succeeded on that perception check earlier when you were walking around with your limited kind of resources to look around, one of the things you focused on was the maze. Vigo, you're going to get an extra 1d6 to this survival. So what's going to happen here is you guys are going to walk over to the maze. And what's cool about the maze is the paths are clearly highlighted, and there's not much to traverse, actually. It's a very compact area. If you do well on the maze, you will not actually be burning a time token here. If you do poorly on the maze, you will have to re-roll to find your way out of the maze, and you could potentially burn 2 or more time tokens doing so. If you catch my drift, Vigo, go ahead and roll your survival, man, with the extra d6.
Okay, 27.
I think you got it, man. Just just an inkling. A
Pico has a
4,
very good sense of direction.
a 4, a 6, a 6, a 5, and a 6. Um, beautiful. That's a really high roll. I think somebody rolled a 30 earlier, but that's very close to the best we've seen, I think.
It was probably Rune.
I think it was Room, probably
Somebody rolled a 30.
perceptioning.
Yeah, it would probably have to be a perception.
Perception or acrobatics, one of those. All right, so
Yeah, I think I have the highest roll, like 29 with acrobatics.
it's pretty immense. Okay, so
can
you're
see
in the
that.
maze, and from here you are navigating to what area?
I believe we're going here.
You want to go to?
Yeah, we're going straight to the well.
Yep, going to the
Hmm.
pond. Awesome. Okay.
We can check here for Pokemon as well if we wanted. We're likely to have time.
Cool. And no further time counter used there. I am going to move around some other tokens that you can't see. You, sir, get to roll me that. Okay, cool. Go ahead and put a thing there. Jump you down a little. Roll this. Okay, not actually great. So they're staying put. And then rapid fire keystrokes. Oh my.
Is that my keyboard that you're hearing?
My own. I'm just typing in a bunch
Oh,
of
okay.
roll formulas over here.
I
That's
was wondering if maybe you caught my.
That's actually horrifying. Okay. So moving on, back to you guys. Yeah, you stand on the fringes of a vast, low grassy meadow with flowers and pools of water. Birds and bugs chirp and buzz in the distance like cicadas, rather peacefully as you gaze on at the beautiful waters ahead of you. It appears to be a stagnant pool of water. However, recent rainwaters have made it more pure and have kind of run over its banks into the surrounding areas. So you have like a vaguely marshy kind of area. Definitely a bit muddy. Yeah, you glance around, you see a fairly sizable pond directly in front of you. Some little offshoots, like what looks to be like some ruins and like that well you saw on the map, as well as like perhaps an overlook area over here near the bench. Okay, what is the plan? What do?
I think we should look here for Pokemon. Anybody else?
You want to look in this general area? You don't want to immediately run for the well so that we could look for eggs?
So we have time so it's more efficient to spend time in the areas we're in rather
Right,
than
yeah.
try and like scrounge around in the cave for an hour.
And this
Because
gives
the
us
more we search, the less
variety
likely
to
we're going to
choose
find
from.
something. Yeah. Well, also, it would probably. There's probably going to be something here that's relevant to Mako. So
Yeah. The first time we search for a Pokemon is probably more likely to yield a positive result, if I had to guess. First time per
Well,
new area.
that's what we were told. So
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So if we're looking at these, so the caves, this area and this area, we have 3 places left. We can search all of them, and still have time left. So we should be fine to search for Pokemon here.
Oh, wait, but a search takes a time.
Yeah,
Assuming
well,
that
that's
we
what
all
I'm
use it.
saying.
Are we left with one? Oh, yeah.
Because it'll take 6, assuming it's a time for each movement.
You know, I kind of like holding that one in reserve. for
Yeah.
discretionary stuff.
Okay. I mean, if we prefer to just search down at the bottom of the riverbed,
Right.
the one thing that would potentially come as an issue of that is we might get stuck over here with one extra time.
Yeah.
But if we're stuck, we might not be able to go over there at all if we end up spending extra time on something else.
Watch
And that's-
together.
Hey.
It returns. Yeah.
Now the funny thing is, I don't think
Like,
I don't
we
think
would
OBS is picking it up.
when you put that.
No, it is.
Oh, perfect.
It is. I have it on desktop audio as well. Okay, cool. We're good to go.
Sweet.
It should be fine.
That is also where my head's at more so, by the way, Jeremiah, is just having an extra time unit in case something goes wrong, so that we're more likely to be able to hit all three of the areas.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's basically a choice of, do we want to diversify a little bit more with the risk of potentially not getting,
Yeah.
or just risk an extra search in an area that might be more or less barren.
I'd say between the potential for fun items that we'd have to spend a time unit on, between the possibility of that and the possibility of a detriment we'll need to cover, I think probably we're better off circumventing this. And this is coming from
Sure,
the water guy as well.
I mean, I want to go in the riverbed. I am incentivized to go into the riverbeds.
Right, and I want to make sure you get as much time as possible for that. So yeah, my vote is we skirt on past Espos.
Okay.
Okay, choices. Where we going?
Cave.
Okay, going straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, straight to the well, into the caves.
Okay.
Straight to well tonight.
Okay. You pass by the pond without event, and enter down into the well, clambering down a well-structured, though old-looking ladder, through a number of old ruins that definitely predate some civilizations, you would say. Clambering down, this is similar to the maze, where this is a dark cave, a slightly circuitous route through it. Survival, and also, let's see here real quick. Occult education could potentially be helpful here.
Both of them?
Either.
Like both of them in tandem, or either? Okay,
Either, yeah.
either. Does anybody have occult education better than 4?
I believe Elaine would, right?
What? Oh, you need a cult? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, she's got a 5 in occult education.
Very nice.
16.
Awesome. Cool. Sure. As you get down there, you find yourself suddenly at a loss for light, save for the single spotlight coming down from the mouth of the well far above you. You think you probably descended a good 30 or 40 feet, which would not put you at the bottom of the riverbed, but rather probably towards the beginning of an incline, or decline rather, going down that way. You glance around with your one slightly flickering flashlight at the walls, trying to get your bearings, and Elaine is the first to note strange symbols on the walls. They are letters, though difficult to totally make out and strange and archaic in nature. These are unknown runes, and they are formed into formations that do not speak a language that you know. However, accompanying the various letters are occasionally more obvious signs that even a layman could pick up, including what appear to be a series of strange markings you know to be essentially arrows, presumably ushering the way out, or at least some exit. You follow that for a bit, and you do not expend any further time with your 16 roll in occult education. Well done.
Nice.
Okay. So having moved down here.
Oh,
Go.
do we? Are we
Um,
not
We're not
gonna-
exploring
yeah.
I
the
thought we were
cave.
gonna search the
Yeah.
cave.
Do you want to search
Yeah.
the cave? You would expend a time slot to do that. Otherwise, you would not be expending a
Yeah.
time slot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
it
look-
is for eggs down here.
For eggs.
Yeah, search
Great.
the cave. Potentially look for Pokemon as well because we have the time.
Sure. Okay, so you're gonna jump down to 6. Yeah,
Darker is down here.
cool. Whoever would like to go and roll me
That's
that d20 plus 1.
I would like
I
to.
don't trust my
Do
roll
it.
tonight, so.
Six.
David, why?
Beautiful.
It would be you.
The cursed snore has struck again.
I did
Yeah.
roll from so-
No worries, Ben. Low isn't necessarily bad. It's just low. If you were rolling a skill check, that would be a different story. But it's a table. The plus 1 helps with getting certain things on the higher end of the table, which in your case would probably be eggs, but 6 can still potentially be interesting. Yeah, you're looking about and trying to find anything of particular interest, and you are here looking not for Pokemon, but rather anything of material interest, per se. Correct?
Basically, we're looking for Pokemon that aren't alive yet.
Awesome.
Well, at least aren't.
Cool. I want you to go ahead and 2 of you roll me d20s.
I shall roll.
I will not be rolling this time.
Okay. Just flat
Behold
d20s.
my
Isaac's
power.
right.
Well, I
No,
can
just
roll.
needs to go with the
Oh,
My
Oh.
powers of prediction are unmatched.
Uncredible. Uncredible indeed.
yes. The winds of favor had to change at some point. We were rolling abnormally high. All right, now
I wasn't. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about. I got one good roll.
Yeah, Viga, you got something real strange, actually.
Oh yeah.
What you find is actually a G-Chi Pokeball that appears to be unbroken.
Oh. Is it like the same color as ours, or like what is?
It is. As you pick it up, it has a little bit of heft to it, and you realize it is locked. There is a Pokemon inside of this Pokeball.
Oh, cool. Is it cheating if we take this?
You would have to ask, but considering the rules didn't mention this, potentially it works in your favor.
Okay, I'm definitely keeping that then. That's neat. We'll find out what this is once we get there, I guess.
Cool. Yep, go ahead and keep track of that. And then Mako, you got a 7. Mako, looking around real quick, my man. Give me a second.
How do I spell Chi-Chi?
GCEA. Gotta catch them all.
Oh yeah, Kuh.
Gake. Yeah, it's the sound of disregard and disrespect in the female Japanese dialect. Okay. Implemento, Isaac. Yeah, you find a bit of rope, Mako, that is bound in up on itself. You think it's knotted at first, but it is not. It appears to be one circuitous band that, when left unattended on the floor, appears to form something resembling the infinity symbol. You're not exactly sure what this is without a technological education check.
that I can administer.
Go forth, young man. Nice. GC10.
Nice.
Yeah, you found a binding band. This is a held item, a band that increases the power of binding moves when held. That's things like wrap.
Huh. Well,
That's
can
fun.
I immediately give that to Calamari?
Yeah, I'm assuming you can.
She knows bind.
Awesome. That should be in the handbook, and if it's not, I will send you my source. Cool.
Austin,
Yes, man.
What'd you call it?
It is
can I
a
roll my one general search that we get in the cave?
Yeah, you want to do that here? For sure, go for it. Everybody has those, by the way, and if you have a Pokemon with pickup, you get another one.
I'm saving them.
My pickup Pokemon was left behind, but it's just a regular D20, right?
Yeah, just a D20.
You said it was
Four.
like a rope of binding.
That is a binding band.
Binding band.
A binding band.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the book, so we're gonna have to
Okay.
find whatever your definition of it is.
Okay. I don't know where this is coming from. My version raises the base power of binding moves by +2. It has listed here Wrap, Vine Whip, and a couple others we'll get to, I think.
So
That's
there are
just-
two different items that affect binding moves. There's the Grip Claw and the Binding Band.
Grip Claw extends duration, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
binding band.
Concentration
boosts
Binding Band
power.
extends power because they're normally
Okay.
relatively weak moves.
But yeah, that bumps
Yep.
bumps damage base up by 2 on relevant moves. We'll cover that later. Wrap definitely works on your Calamari. I'm assuming that's what you're using for. I'm looking at some sheets here, and I'm not seeing anything else that could potentially be relevant. If you end up keeping that Bellsprout, yes, for sure. Otherwise, maybe not. Okay. So go and roll your D20. Oh, you already did 4. Was that just now? Lord
Yeah,
David?
that's my,
Okay. Just double check it. Thank you.
that's my check.
Cool. One second. All these low rolls on the D20.
We are not winning.
We are not. I'm rolling terribly
Hey,
today.
you're getting cool junk.
They're just finding a bunch of items instead of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically, I guess I did find a Pokemon. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, David, give me 1 sec. I know what you got. I need to have you roll again. I need to figure out what that table is. Okay, David, go ahead and roll me. 2, 4. Just gonna roll me D40, my man.
Oh.
D40.
D40?
D40.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We love large tables.
Donkey.
29.
More counting shall now commence. Is it 29? My guy?
Yeah, I got 29.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm sorry for the wait.
You're good.
A lot of this is like me using lists that I have not numbered personally, and like manually counting down them until I get to the integer you rolled. Okay, so I apologize for the wait. I'm also sick, and you should all take pity on me. So,
No.
you find a strange imprint on a rock, in the vague impression of something flapping, or some kind of well-rounded, slightly winged entity on a rock. It appears to be in fragments, and you are having trouble kind of recovering it all in one piece. Go forth and roll survival, Vigo. As Vigo,
Is a fossil?
Vigo rolls in from behind, still wearing the mummy mask.
I ripped the mask off his face.
Ow!
Sorry, mate. That was just getting annoying.
You succeed. This is a fossil, you think, Vigo, though not one of an extinct creature. As this is a riverbed, and this potentially being an alcove of subaquatic creatures when the tides are high, this appears to be a water Pokemon fossil, and as you begin to sort of cross-reference it with known Pokemon that you're aware of, as well as your Pokedex, that maybe not you, but somebody else comes out and starts showing you pictures because you forget you have a Pokedex regularly, you realize this is the fossil of a Mantike.
Ah,
Mantike? The baby Pokemon?
It's
That's fun.
the baby flying fish Pokemon, like the slightly stingray-like looking thing.
Mhm.
This
Oh,
little
wow.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
Is it
share that
water
information
flying?
with the rest
Look
of
at
the
them.
group.
They are water flying.
Look at that little goober.
Yep. It's big enough to kind of like all the pieces fitting together, which you try to maintain with your kind of expertise in fossils. Big enough to fit in two hands. It's not a particularly large Pokemon, even in life. Now that it's dehydrated, it is even smaller. Cool. Something later.
When we eventually
Actually, yeah,
get
that's
access to a
use that
fossil,
fossil for our points.
+1 fossil.
yeah,
You guys get to decide whether you want to
course,
keep a Mantike later as well.
Vigo
Yeah.
puts it in his bag as he has found the fossil, or he has identified the fossil, therefore making it his.
Rad. Okay. So you guys have expended 1 time in your. Keep me honest here. Did I correctly reduce your time already for checking out this cave? I think I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Did.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Now you get to
I
make the
think we
choice
should
of whether
get
to
the
do this
correct
again or continue.
I think we should check for Pokemon here because we have time generally
Do we want to
do.
check for Pokemon here? We have. Oh yeah, we have 4 more encounters.
Do rolls? I rolled a d20. I don't know what they were for.
Oh, sorry. Your random item checks. Did you roll one of those as well, Christine?
Yeah, I have a 14.
Sorry, I just resolved runes. Let me go find yours really quick. Roll the 14. I believe this is more on.
I already used mine in the first area, correct?
I believe you used yours this day. Yeah, at this POI, in like the kind of the market area of the festival.
Yes, that's right.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
cool.
You were checking like boxes and stuff, and you found something rather interesting as well.
I was gonna say, as I recall, it was well worth it.
Yes, a little enigmatic, but if you can complete the Millennium Puzzle, this is something very cool coming your way potentially.
Between that and the binding band, I've come out really ahead.
Yeah, you guys are doing cool stuff left and right. Okay. Aha. Okay. You find a small patch of grass glowing very faintly in the iridescent light coming off of the mouth of the well at this point. Having having circled back at this point to just double check that you didn't miss anything. Yeah, this small patch of grass that others might dismiss as a weave catches your eye. Just roll a medicine check, Elaine.
Oh no.
I can help. Well, I don't have the thing that lets me help with that. But if you need someone with good medicine, I do have good medicine.
Oh,
I also have
please.
decent medicine. Not the worst.
I only have a 2 in medicine. Vigo, could you roll?
You said hello?
Sure, she can summon someone over. There we go.
Vigo teleports in.
Yeah. Okay, you cannot identify this. However, you quickly determine that it is quite rare, and not something you're immediately familiar with. You pick a small leaf off and smell it, and the acrid, bitter scent flushes your nostrils. You feel as though you just inhaled smelling salts. It is very strong.
Is it the revival herb?
Who knows? Pick it up.
Pick it up. Take it. Fire
Sure.
harvest.
Sure, you rip it up. It's yours now.
It is mine.
Place
That's
rare
your-
herb ×1 in your inventory. All right.
Okay.
Whatever descriptors there you would think you would like to use to try and remember what it does.
Find in cave. Smell bad.
That's right. Found in cave, smell bad. Cool. Okay, so now you guys get to decide. Now that we resolved all the random items. What now, Bren?
So for Pokemon?
Do we search for Pokemon here?
Pocket Mensch?
Yeah, let's do it. I think we should. I think we should search for Pocketman.
We search for Pokemon here.
Pocketman tours.
I have no particular interest in this area.
Yeah, but we have Pokeballs. We gotta.
Okay, well then I guess let's look for Pokemon.
Okay, looking for Pokemon in the caves still?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, so searching for items does not then in turn make it more difficult to find Pokemon. Yeah?
No,
Isn't
no,
it?
they don't
Okay.
interact that way. Yeah, if you encounter Pokemon, it makes more encounters with Pokemon potentially more difficult.
Okay. Well, that's what
Searching
I
for
wanted to
items can result in clues that would actually lead you to particular Pokemon encounters that would be on the rare scale of the Pokemon generator as well, like what happened with the Sudowoodo.
Okay. Okay. We
Okay,
gotta
so
roll something?
searching. Yeah, one sec. I'm just resolving some junk. I got other trainers to deal with, man. They're all having battles and like life or death struggles over here.
Ike is dead.
Yeah, Ike is bleeding out on the ground. There's like a red dragon over here or something.
They found a Charizard. That's what burned that area.
Oh my goodness! How? You guys are such trash.
Apologies.
It's not you. It's people you don't actually want that much good for. Okay, so it's actually good for you guys, but it's kind of really sad what's happening right now.
Found a shiny Slowpoke. They're failing utterly to catch it.
You'll figure it out, and I'll give you some narrative at the end potentially. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, we're back over to you guys. So you're doing more Pokemon, or just your first Pokemon roll for this area. So yeah, D20, fellas. Ever want roll?
+1 still?
If you're looking for eggs, yeah. I would say that +1 would have actually applied to your item search for eggs, and looking back at it would not have helped because eggs are technically items. So just the d20.
Yeah, I'll-
Sorry.
Just D20? Alright.
Just d20. Right, 10:30 right now. 17.
17.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Interesting. I do a little double check. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so this one has a small event chain that you guys can choose to engage in or not. You can choose to not engage after getting the initial clues, and you will not have expended any more time. One second. Let me... Where's the watch together? There it is. Hold on, let me go find some nightmare fuel.
Find spooky music.
Yeah. Where is the nightmare fuel I require in my body?
Pokemon Combat.
Pokemon Combat.
Why is that intention?
You hear a man singing in the other part of the cave. This is obviously legendary champion Pokemon Combat Master himself.
Yeah. Whatever that guy's name is.
We'll just do this one. I don't remember what this is viscerally. Oh, this is probably fine. Okay. Yeah, you are walking around the cave and you find what are the remains of various Pokemon stripped down to their bones. Very little flesh remains upon them. There is a divot in the cave to your right as you are searching it, which you think opens up. Strange airflow and verticality pervade. You get a slightly ominous vibe coming from the far side of the cave, and warnings begin to flash through your mind of what Team Knit mentioned.
The evil
Oh,
like
like Ligar.
Well, this is a
You wanna fight
notorious
this?
creature.
We have 2 Pokemon. No. Is I still strong against ground?
Yeah, Ice
Yeah.
is still strong as ground.
Okay, we have 2 Pokemon that could really deal damage here.
I say we go for it.
You want to go for it?
Yeah, catch the legendary Gligar.
Okay, we're going in.
Maybe it's a Gliscor now. Who knows?
Okay. You guys have committed. I'm assuming everybody else agrees.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reduce your timestamp by 1. You go
Yeah.
to 5.
Kill that creature.
So you're losing this time, whether you succeed or fail here.
Is
Yeah.
Gligar a physical attacker or
Yeah.
a special?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's
it
a
is.
very physical attacker.
All right.
Yeah, it's also pretty.
Wrong head-
tanky, if
oh,
I
sorry.
remember correctly.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Reflect out there again.
Sure.
I like that it always lights up green. I don't know how you did that, but that's really funny.
Ember is going to send out. Is Bug weak against ground?
It's neutral, I think. Let me check the type chart.
I need to double check the type chart. Hold on.
Lug, I think, interact with ground somehow. It is.
Is it worth pulling Mari out
Bug
and trying to
resist
find
ground.
it?
I don't think ground resists bug. Yeah, ground. Bug resists ground, so generally good. Although also poison. Right? Or flame. I don't remember. Beedrill. Beedrill's poison, yeah? Beedrill's poison. So neutral against ground.
Okay, ground didn't have any type chart changes. So yeah, Yeah, Amber will send out Stinger. Stinger is neutral to ground. But Nidorino is not. Nidorino is weak to it. It doesn't have anything to really hit ground either. So, yeah. Amber will send out Stinger. I am sending out Rook. I don't know if we want to send out Holly or Cal. We definitely don't want to send out Calamari. If he's immune, I don't think he has anything. Well, does he have Water Gun?
Yeah, but I do have Bind that's now powered up.
Okay. And this will be a fun little test of our mental awareness, as we're not. I'm not generating a map for this, but it's going to be fairly simple. It's going to be a lot of attacks. And you guys will have to remind me of all your statuses, and that'll be good for all of you too. Are we ready to get into this little mini encounter?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking up
Yeah,
immediately.
as well.
Awesome. Okay, and this might be potentially a nice little capstone for our session. Okay, 1 second. I need to get him all kitted here.
So first things first, I would like Helping Hand to be used from Holly. Is it
You should use it on Virgibacks.
on who?
Virgibacks.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to use it on Frigibacks. It's an end of turn. Like, I don't understand all of these weird
Maybe that's
Every other
rules.
Yep. Is it EOT?
EOT, yeah.
Every other turn. Can't use it 2 turns in a row.
Right. So I'll go ahead and use it this turn because I'll use it on Frigibacks.
Okay.
It grants you +2 on your next accuracy roll and +10 to your next damage roll this round.
Okay. Would it be fair to say no one is representing
Oh,
more
this is
than
on GM.
more than one Pokemon at a time during this encounter?
I'm representing Amber's as well as mine, so I have Rook
Okay.
and Stinger at the moment.
Got it. Yeah, we're thinking of individual characters. Got it.
No, you should be able to see it, Jeremiah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, just for the purposes of cracking the turn order, I'm going to bring in your player tokens. They're a little oversized for this map, but that's okay.
I'm large. Actually, I'm not here. What?
You are not. You're not here.
Super Vigo
He's dead.
doesn't exist because he's not here.
Vigo died.
Vigo's dead. Vigo is the first victim of the guillotine.
he
has
went in
guillotine?
first in the. Oh yeah. Of course, it was guillotine.
Ligars love that.
Overall, probably more of a signature of Gliscor, but even still.
Okay, I guess
I
probably
really
just
hope it
then.
doesn't know
If it has
guillotine. Because that
I don't
means
want
it's
to
like
one
really
shot.
high level.
Here we go. Kill all this junk, and then I'm gonna add all of you, and then you guys should be able to drag Pokemon on from your parties. I believe you have that authority. Okay, I'm just gonna ask for trainer speed really quick.
Amber's is pretty close to mine.
It's high, yeah.
I know me and Mako are at the top. And then I think it's Amber and then Vigo.
Actual
Amber
numbers,
speed's
actual
right.
numbers whenever convenient. No worries, no pressure.
Yeah. Just checking. I have a lot of character sheets up right now.
I get it.
If it gets too much, David, I can take over the sheets just a minute.
Okay, there it goes. And I need Amber's speed.
Yeah, for a moment.
Oh, I have to pilot Amber. That's gonna be very... Okay. I'll have to learn
Yeah.
this.
Jugglers are. They're something.
He has a lot. She has a lot of cool stuff.
Vastly more complicated than my strategy of there's a Pokemon, smack it.
Yeah. It's that juggler stuff that's like what she
You're
mostly
like
uses,
swapping
right?
out Pokemon. Yeah. Like getting crazy evasions and
Yeah.
modifying initiative constantly. It's wacky.
Which Pokemon are we going up against?
Gligar.
Okay.
It's a Gligar. That's,
The mini boss of this map, the Glagar.
Oh, Gligar. Okay.
Alright, I need to drag Stinger.
What ground flying? It's not poison. What am I talking about?
So I just drag Stinger onto the map, right?
Yeah.
So big.
The Stinger's on the map. And then I need to drag Rook.
Okay. I think everybody's initiative is good. What's Calamari's speed, boy?
9.
Okay. Okay, and then all that's good. Okay. And then, what is Amber fielding? Is she fielding anything right now?
She's building Stinger.
Okay. Can you drag that out, David?
I did drag Stinger out onto the
Oh, I
map.
see it. I see it. I got it. Thank you. Sorry about that. Didn't see it.
Yeah, I was late to drag him out because I'm trying to read over two different.
Fine. And then you're fielding Marsh Tom.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And then what is Stinger's speed?
Give me a second to double check.
I know it's absurd.
Stinger's speed. It's fast. It's 19.
Yeah.
And then Marsh Thompson's Rook's is 10.
Okay, we're all set up here. All right, you guys advance into the cavern, having an idea of what this thing is, as it swoops down.
It's the fastest.
Kind of jolting all of you as you walk into the main cave area, and you basically get like an audio like swoop by. And I'm gonna go ahead and add him to the initiative.
I would not be surprised if it was faster than all of us.
Okay, here we go. And then we reset. Sick. And yeah, I'll go ahead and put the Gligar on the map. It's at 22 speed.
Great.
So this thing is going to go ahead and initiate combat. I'm going to assume all trainers are in the room and all Pokemon are fielded. So let's see what fun toys we have. Hold on, I shouldn't have some of these. What was it? Oh.
Would it help you if I mentioned that I'm probably the one holding the flashlight?
Stole the flashlight.
Yeah, do you
Flashlight?
do you have a laser flashlight
I
or
have
do
a flashlight.
you have a different flashlight?
Yeah, I always have a flashlight.
Oh, you have your own?
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Oh, nice.
I have a lighter.
Load that up.
That's probably not using it, but
Yeah, Lane would use her flashlight too. Having 2 lights would be better than 1.
Yeah.
so
Sorry about this. I'm just fixing a couple of things I noticed were wrong with the generation. Okay, this is the correct version. Okay. Sorry guys, I know all my antics are kind of slowing the vibe down. It's very epic and all, but gotta have the right maths, and your brain is much like mine. It takes a second. Okay. Okay, cool. And I'll go ahead and push this into public for maximum intimidation factor. Cool. Yep. Sweeping down. I'm going to assume you guys are intelligent enough to lead with your Pokemon. That being said, it is swooping down, so who's the tallest? Rune?
Yeah, that would be me, yeah.
Okay. Rune, you're getting attacked.
Okay.
Hold on to your butts. Okay. Here we go. Okay, roll a 5 versus physical evasion. I don't think yours is quite that good yet.
Hold on. I can't use speed evasion for it.
Speed evasion is for statuses. So if somebody tried to like blast you with a powder or something, you'd be able to save with that.
Don't forget.
Okay. What
That's
kind of
really
attack is this?
It's physical.
Acrobatics?
You might actually have acrobatics as well.
I'm going to, well, I need to double check something because I do have something I could do. I want to make sure it will actually work though. Oh, it does. Okay, it works. I'm going to use Splash.
Okay, what do? Okay.
That's not all it does.
Okay, is this some kind of reaction?
It is because I have this.
Ah, flip out. Cool. Very sick. Once a scene, you may use Splash as if it had an interrupt keyword with upon getting hit with an attack. If you do, you gain damage reduction against the attack equal to twice your acrobatics. Very sick. So you're getting 2 instances of damage reduction here.
Yep.
So you're getting reflected, and you're getting the damage reduction coming up.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. Awesome. So cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. The damage is not accurate because it's using acrobatics and it doesn't have an item it's being held. So let me just adjust this real quick. There we go. Okay. So now I'm rolling damage since we've hit, and you're gonna get a big reduction to this. Okay, 51.
51 damage reduced by reflect. Had to calculate damage, right?
Yeah. Yes. So and guys, am I correct that resistance is the last thing that goes in? And it's a numerical subtraction from the final sum.
You're talking about or you're talking about like type resistance?
No,
or-
not type resistance.
Right?
Reduction. This is damage
reduction.
reduction.
Is just flat. I think it's effectively the same.
Okay,
as,
so
like,
I forgot
defense.
to do the other reduction of the extra 10, so I took 13 damage
Nice. Okay.
out of the 51.
Cool. Okay. Very sick. All right, this thing swoops by you. Let me double check.
That's 75 minus 13. 62?
75 minus 13, you said?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, 62.
Alright. Rune got hit, but not very hard because of that reflect. That reflect went Insano style.
It did hard. Yeah, so a combination of Rune just throwing himself onto the ground and a force field shudders outward and then breaks as the Gligar blasts into it with a feat of acrobatics before whirling away over into the cavern space. The Gligar is 3 up and just a couple in front of you. Okay.
And I don't get in. Does he have the pass through with acrobatics, or can I react to that? Him moving away?
You just reacted. I don't think you can.
That was an interrupt.
That
Interrupt.
was a specific interrupt.
Interrupt
word.
uses reaction, does it not?
No.
It does not.
It just uses that
Okay.
the action that it would normally take.
Okay. What was the action it normally takes?
Splash, I think. Is
The action is
standard.
splash. It's an at-will action.
Well, so I'm assuming you just used your standard
Sure,
action for the coming turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah, sure. You could use a reaction here. Do you want to struggle against it?
Punch that back.
Yeah, I'll struggle against it.
Go for it.
I gotta. Did that hit? 8?
8 versus physical evasion. Let me double check. I'm almost certain it does. It normally doesn't go any
I don't
higher.
think it's possible to miss.
Yeah, you're good. You hit it.
Alright.
Shouldn't be able to go above 6.
So 22
Alright,
pre-calc.
so yeah,
Is that
that's,
all? Is that all
22
good?
damage. Yeah.
22. Awesome. Let me double check that. Okay, and I'll get a health bar right here for the Gligar, so you guys can kind of read in on its stats a little bit just from your passive perception.
Just a quick kick to its tail as it swings by me.
Yep. Okay, that's not great.
Defenses? Or 18 defense, probably.
Resist normal?
Yeah, it does not. Okay. So let me go ahead and input some values here so you guys can see the health bar. Okay, can you guys see the green bar?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's its health.
Yes.
Awesome.
No, it didn't exactly move much.
It didn't move much. But yeah, you just as you get up from your kind of thrown down stance, you arc a kick upwards and just barely kind of scratch the edge of the Gligar as it blasts past you. Has a thick carapace, this thing. Okay, moving onward to Rune. So you have your shift action. At the very least, you used your standard action. And I believe your reaction is now back online. So this is back to your turn.
Okay. I'm seeing if there's anything I can do.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, it's splash is a shift action.
Is it? Okay.
Oh yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Cool. So you can't move, but you can use the standard. Sick. All right. So what is Frigibax's health, real quick,
Let's check.
please?
95.
So if something gives me dash, will I be able to move with that?
Dash. I
Uh,
think we've qualified that it must be used with a movement.
Okay,
As
so I
as
can't
it,
move at all.
it essentially multiplies the movement you would acquire from that action. What's Marsh Tom's health? I'm just gonna put him on the tokens. for you.
March Tom's give me just a second to double check.
Yep.
Rook is sitting at 64.
64. Sick. And then Calamari, I already have his health. That's 59. I'm just going to put it on the green bar instead of the red bar. Okay. So what are you doing with your standard action, man?
Standard action.
Sheets.
Trying to see if there's anything I can do right now. I'm going to give. Can you do training orders in the middle of combat, or is that something you have to do beforehand?
You can, as a standard action, you can apply it for 1 round as orders.
Okay, I'm gonna give Rook the agile training order.
Okay,
Or
what's
the
that do?
agility training order.
That's jumping as initiative, right?
Yeah, it boosts. It gets +4 to initiative and +1 to movement capabilities.
Sure. Okay. He's temporarily up to 14. Help me keep track of that. And +1 movement capabilities, so could be a little harder for this Blackguard to escape potentially. Okay. Nothing else for Rune's turn.
Yep, that's it.
Sick. Over to the Frigibax.
Okay. Let me check something. Okay. How high up is it?
It's just like 3 up and 1 over.
3 up?
Yeah, it just made an attack against you.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, from atop Vigo's shoulders and probably like holding onto the back of his head, Ridgeback should be within range for an icy breath here. Or icy wind, rather.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay. So there was a helping hand used, correct?
I believe there was. How long does that last?
Could be like a round, I think. The next accuracy roll this round. It's 10 to the next game.
Okay.
This round.
I would say helping
It is
hand.
priority though.
Yeah.
So that could have. Yeah, I think the idea was that it's declared to be the start of the
Sure.
turn.
Yeah. If she wants to use that as priority right now, she can. But I would hesitate to let that be any sort of like preparation action for anything but combat that is happening almost instantly. It took a few minutes to get into the cavern and figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and declare that as a priority, Elaine? Helping hand?
Let's do it.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, yeah, so Frigibax is getting help it.
+2 on accuracy and +10 to the next damage roll. So sick.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Yeah,
Icy Wind, go do it.
the ferret launches forward, and Icy Wind that would normally be kind of like spinning the Frigibax around with the sheer force of it, Holly just kind of wraps around the Frigibax's base and like forms a foundation, so it's stabilized. 12, absolutely hitting. And then 21 damage, and all legal targets have their speed reduced by 1 stage, yeah?
36, actually, because of other effects boosting it.
36. So that would be your...
So, Never Melt Ice
Never
plus
Melt
the
Ice.
10 from Helping Hand.
Very sick. Okay, so 36 total. Very nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
And no additional effects because the base roll wasn't high enough.
So sick. Okay. Okay, let me mix up the music just a minute here. It's very cool, but we will find some more epic music for this. Sure, let's do the old Stadium Gym Castle theme. It's a little bit different, but it's a classic. I love the organ. Okay, let me go and calculate this. Said 36, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it's ice type versus ground. Nice.
Hey.
Decent amount of damage from that Icy Wind, and you are knocking its speed down a peg as Frigibax spewing out this kind of frost breath. Whee! And we're gonna go ahead and jump its speed stage down by just the 1. There. It's now 19. Okay. And then I will adversely affect the health bar so you guys can kind of see what you're dealing with here. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Decent little chunk. Yep.
If I had Ice Fang. Ice Fang, I guess.
Okay.
Icy.
Is that it for the Frigibax?
Yes. No other actions.
Okay. Mako, how are you treating your trainer turn here?
Is there any need for me to throw Calamari into battle, or can
I think
get
it's
there?
probably in range.
Okay. Well, then in that case, just for flavor, we'll say I kind of like extend my arm like I'm water bending, and Mari sort of like slithers up my arm and then shoots off towards
Sick.
Glicker. And then we'll just do ye old Pokemaniac, just for funsies. Make sure there's nothing untoward. Ooh, barely. All right.
Boy.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. This is a Gligar. Gligar is a ground flying type. This particular Gligar is lonely, and it is also level 55.
Oh, no! Okay, well.
This Gligar has a burrow speed of 3 and a sky of 4. And not currently suffering from any conditions. I think that's the extent of Pokemaniac. Level type, nature, and abilities. Okay, yeah, sure, have some abilities. Let me find those really quick.
While you're doing that, does it being a ground type mean it cannot be the target of Thunder Wave?
It is immune to electric
Yes.
type moves. Yep.
Alright, sweet. Oh, electric type moves. Okay, sweet.
Yep,
I think that's
it has this nifty ability called Hyper Cutter. Its attack stat may not be lowered, and its attack combat stages may not be lowered. Has a move called Sand Veil. It gets +1 evasion. This is increased to +2 while in a sandstorm or sandy area. While in a sandstorm, the user and adjacent allies do not lose HP due to the sandstorm. So all that means, assuming it doesn't suddenly summon a sandstorm, this thing has just a better evasion. And then it has immunity, which is mostly... well, actually, it's not poison. Yeah, it's immunity. It can't be poisoned or badly poisoned.
Oh, wow. We have no way to status. I think we just have to kill it.
Yeah, if you can put it to sleep.
I could like freeze it.
Yeah, freeze or sleep it. That's what you got.
Okay. Those are our options. We gotta work with them.
Okay. Is that a standard action? Pokemaniac. It looks like. Yeah, well standard. Okay, you want to shift at all? Or are you good to go?
I don't really. Oh, sorry, Loki. I don't think I have anything, so I'll pass.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna go over to Stinger. That's last I checked, David running that.
I'm running Stinger right now.
Stinger's going straight in, I guess.
Stinger is not going straight in. Stinger is actually going to get within range 2 and string stunning it.
Nice. Okay, try to nuke its speed a little more.
Yes.
Awesome. That is versus speed evasion, which it may be able to avoid, though its combat stage has already been reduced some. Yes, string shot does not hit. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, just webs fling to the far side of the cave, and the Gligar, even slightly frozen on its wingtips, artfully barrel rolls out of the way. Anything else from the Beedrill?
The Beedrill will back up a few paces. But
Okay.
It has a Sky... I think it has a Sky 6. Let me double check that.
Sky 6?
No, it has Sky 10.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Just gonna run it away as far as you can.
Basically.
Yeah, okay. So
Keep it so that it can still get within range 2 of it.
Sure, yeah. The Beedrill flings way far back behind the rest of the formation. Presumably Amber, knowing her type differences and understanding this thing, is a flying monster.
Yeah.
Okay, and on to Amber. Do you feel comfortable piloting Amber at all here, or do you just want to have her encourage the Beedrill?
I actually do have something that I want her to do.
Sure.
I'm going to have her use After You on Rook.
After you on Rook. Awesome. So does that mean Rook immediately goes after Amber?
That is exactly what that means,
Sick.
regardless of turn order.
Okay. Does this initiative change, or does it just temporarily have that station there?
Just temporary.
Okay. The initiative is still 14. It just goes after Amber. Cool. Awesome. So sick.
Yeah, that's going to be Amber's turn. Well, yeah, she's going to shift. She's going to take cover. She's not going to be in the fight as much.
Okay, cool. And Amber finishes up her turn, and then Rick goes.
It should be seen times 2.
Kill the initiative order just for a sec, so
So-
something doesn't break anymore. There we
So Rook is immediately using Water Gun.
go. Awesome. Okay. Water gun on the Gligar. Okay.
Evasion is a 5 hit.
I'm pretty sure it hits. Let me double check. Has some impressive evasion. Evasion, I should say, but I don't think it's 5. Yeah. You're good. You hit water gun.
All right, so that is 28 damage.
Cool. Okay.
I believe that, yeah, it already has stab plus super effective, so not too much, but enough. I'm glad we know that its attack cannot be lowered, otherwise I would have tried something else.
Right, scream at it.
Yeah, I have Growl.
Ow.
Hey, Rag.
Yeah, it's immune to the other move I would have gone for anyway, so Water Gun it is.
Sick. Yep.
And, well, Calamari is immune to Earthquake, so... Or ground types. You'll have to protect it. Yeah, Rook is going to stay put. Well, stay somewhat close to the Gligar.
Go ahead and adjust that health. My apologies for taking a minute. That should be that. Did I just hit a show to players so you guys can see the whole sheet? I guess not. Is nobody saying anything?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, good. That is special. That is effective. There you go. Okay. It's still a nice 18 damage there. Cool. Okay. Okay, now the Furret goes. Furret has already used Helping Hand, which I believe is a standard action. The Furret can potentially shift. So if it has anything to do with that action, great. Otherwise, probably just moving on. Christine, you still with us?
I'm sorry.
You're good? It's the Furret's go. The Furret used Helping Hand, which I believe is a standard action that can be used as an interrupt kind of priority move.
Yeah, I was trying to look up the rules on that before.
Yeah, so it's used as priority effectively. Its turn has been used, or at least the action.
It can shift.
So it can still shift.
Yeah.
And do anything else on its turn, but it's already used its standard action.
Yeah. I'm reading it now.
There's some things that give you your full turn when you use them. I don't know if that's one of them or not. I don't remember the differentiation.
There's limited and then there's advanced.
Okay.
It says limited, limited keyword, like priority, except the user may not take their full turn. Only take the action that itself has priority. Take the rest of the turn on their own initiative count. But this one doesn't tell me if it's limited. It just says priority.
I believe that would...
And then priority advanced actions don't require the user hasn't acted that turn. If they have, they simply give up their turn on the following round.
So there's likely a... So... Priority also comes... Okay, so if it's normal, then we just ignore the limited and advanced and only look at the first paragraph. Priority act immediately, takes their full turn, ignoring initiative. Taps the round, during, may not be declared during someone else's turn, must be declared between turns.
Right, which I did.
So that would have been the full turn there, so we're doing this slightly out of order.
Yeah, so Holly gets skipped in this initiative because she already technically did her turn with Helping Hand.
Does she not get shift at all?
She would have when she took the action.
Ah, okay. She would have shifted when she took the priority. That's very interesting. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. All right, so Holly is done. We're going over to Vigo.
Okay. So, it's roughly 3 up currently.
How do you mean?
Still?
Yes.
So, like, it's roughly 3 up from the ground.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Three spaces up. Yeah.
So, if I were to say jump 2 spaces up, would I be able to reach it?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can jump that with just your shift, I would say you could potentially do something with an action in that brief moment.
All right, so we're gearing up. We're getting a running start, and I'm jumping, and I'm gonna grapple this nerd.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, so I have a training routine. I'm just gonna post it so I can read this.
Sick. Yeah.
Accuracy checks to that. So this is an AC2 attack. What defense does this target?
I would assume physical evasion.
Doesn't say.
To hit with a combat maneuver.
Well, let's roll this to see if it matters. 4, that's probably gonna matter.
Assuming there's no other bonuses or penalties, 4 will be hitting the physical evasion.
Okay. Let's see if I can find what it should be targeting. That's gonna take too long. Okay, so assuming it hits, that means that we're making opposed athletics or combat checks. Choosing athletics.
Sure. Yeah.
18.
Okay. Athletics or combat. I will go ahead and roll this, and so you can start figuring out what you're dealing with here. Sorry, I'm still adjusting skills.
That's a little concerning.
Yeah, I was actually actively filling out skills while you were talking.
I'm getting bonuses from being a boss.
Yeah, it's a little spooky. It's a little spooky. It's not very charming.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll drop its charm down a notch or two.
It's an unfortunate time to roll low.
All right.
Oh, well.
Okay, it's gonna be rolling combat.
Okay.
And this should be public. Okay. 22.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
On average, I beat that.
You do. Okay. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. You leap up and attempt to grapple the Gligar. And as you do, its big old pincers reach down and catch your arms in its own, and it just kind of whirls you to the ground in a sort of aerial suplex.
Grappled.
Gah!
Okay, yeah, so nothing happens.
Okay.
The grapple doesn't initiate because I was the one that failed.
Right.
Yeah, so it only triggers if I succeed the grapple.
Okay. You fall.
Yeah, so-
You fall 3 spaces, which I don't believe is far enough to receive any sort of damage. I believe that starts at 4, but I could be wrong. Maybe you look that up for me. But otherwise, that's your standard.
Sure.
Do you want to shift at all?
I already shifted to jump.
Okay, got it. That's probably it for you then.
Yep.
Thank you, Elaine. What are you doing?
Elaine is gonna do tick damage with confusion.
Oh, confusion. It's not immune to that.
No, it's not.
That's good.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna roll it.
4 will be hitting. And that's 18 psychic damage. Let me go ahead and... no confusion, but a bit of psychic damage is never a bad thing. Special. Normal effectiveness.
Do I always take
Not much damage.
cold damage?
Aw.
I'm sorry.
That was also the lowest you could have rolled.
It is. That is not the correct number. Pardon me. That's not his current health. There we go. That's his current health.
Which I'm failure. Okay, yeah, so I should be fine because I jumped.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Anything-
I can ignore the fall. because
Anything else, Elaine?
That is it.
We got Calamari and then the Gligar. Actually, Gligar got slowed down, so the Gligar will be going. Hey, David. While we're thinking about it, you want to go ahead and roll an initiative on the Beedrill so we can tie this out here.
All right. Initiative
I'll roll 2.
19.
Okay, your
Oh,
initiative.
7. I win!
Stinger is higher. Okay, cool. So I got 19.3, so let me go and write that. There you go. You got 07.
Oh yeah.
Cool,
Steven
cool.
Salute.
The Gligar doing a salute?
No, the Beedrill.
Oh, okay. The Gligar's kind of doing a salute too, like, you know. He could be hiling
yeah.
somebody.
I suppose, yeah.
As long as he's hiling Amber, we're fine.
All right, Calamari, what's it gonna be?
All right, we're gonna use bind.
Nice.
and I barely understand what it does vanilla, but I have the binding band on him.
So, this is... Bind's a little different in this. It's a flat bonus.
It is.
Grappling.
That is right. Okay, so the damage bonus would not actually be affecting bind. I would say it's not explicitly listed in the rules I'm looking at. Why don't we make the target of the grapple lose an extra tick of hit points? That sounds fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
So if you wanted to grapple it, that would be where bind would apply.
Is that just,
Yeah, same thing that Vigo was just doing. You roll an athletics or a combat check, right?
So at first, it is an attack.
That's right.
AC 4.
Yep.
If that hits, then it's a opposed combat or athletics check.
Okay. Well, it looks like the attack was the you say that was what rolled before?
So it's an AC 4 attack. So you're gonna have to re-roll that. So that's not the proper calculation there, unless you want it to be, in which case it's a 0 and you miss.
Or it's looking the wrong way. There it is.
I see. Okay. So I would just add 1 under AC.
So just roll a just roll a d20 minus 1. That's
minus 1.
actually minus 3 because you have +1 accuracy.
This is right. You're better at grappling than the average thing because you can bind.
You can.
That hits. So now you roll the relevant check, and Gligar contests it.
Mm-hmm. So your choice of combat or athletics, and you get a +2 bonus to this up from bind.
Okay. Beat a 22 again. Rough.
Sweet.
Oh dear.
The cheater.
Right?
Uh,
Okay. That
Oh, you should not try to grapple.
that does not occur. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the calamari flits through the air, attempts to wrap around the Gligar, but it's just too nimble, and it grabs the eel and throws it aside as it flies to and fro. Okay. So back to the top
okay.
with our boy. And at this time, the Gligar lets out a mighty screech. This is a combat move. It resonates through the caverns, and you hear echoes in the distance.
I'm activating extreme
Okay.
speed.
Do you wanna roll me initiative, or just decide between you and Frigibax who goes first here?
Jeremiah, do you want me to go first or Persiaback to go first?
Well, I want to go first because I'm using extreme speed.
Oh, he's using extreme
Yeah,
speed. so
you have extreme
Vigo goes
speed?
first.
I have extreme speed.
Incredible. Priority move, extreme speed, coming in hot. From the Frigibax
Yeah.
side, I presume.
Gotta jump. No, this is Vigo.
This is Vigo?
has
Alright,
extreme speed.
This
Yeah.
is athlete, I guess?
Yep.
Nice, okay.
Athlete gets access to a few moves.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Nice, sick.
So yeah, we're
You get access to normal moves, I get access to flying moves.
Sick.
Yep. Vigo is a normal type Pokemon, as you can clearly see.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Vigo jumps back up onto his feet, is gonna jump at it and swing at the Gligar.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, where is it? Here it is. 3.
3 is the evasion, my guy. You hit.
Hey!
Oh,
41.
wow. Vigo's a grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yep. Well, that's kind of funny that we would say that.
It is. Good old Grandpa's Drampa.
Yep, Grandpa's Grandpa.
Grandpa's Drampa. Okay. So yeah, man, you're hitting. You're dealing damage. Let me go ahead and calculate down. Yeah, as Vigo blasts past all the Pokemon in the front ranks and just leaps up with incredible dexterity, just a blur of motion. A very hyperactive child indeed. And I'm going to go ahead and count that damage.
Bonk that bat.
Bonk that bat. What's the damage based on extreme speed, by the way? I'm curious.
8.
That's great.
Yeah, it's gonna get higher once I get normal expertise.
Okay, decent amount of damage.
Hey.
Okay.
I don't think that's below 25%, which is kind of where we want to get it before we start throwing Pokeballs.
Yeah. Let me hit it with one more attack.
Do we want to let Frigibax go first and soften it up with just a struggle?
I don't think a struggle is going to do enough damage.
Frigibax has a lot of attack.
Fair.
It also has an extremely high defense.
Yeah, so I'll put it this way. Its defense seems to be like roughly like 20 something, or like around 20. Frigibax has 25 attack. So it's guaranteed to do damage if it hits. And we don't want to knock it out. Plus you can throw a Pokeball. Right, so it might not get a turn if we do well on the Pokeball throw.
Okay, I'll let you have Frigibax go first then.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. A struggle would probably put you under 25 at least, 25%. And then I can chuck a ball again if you want.
Struggle attacks are also ice. Actually, can I choose whether or not they're ice type? Let me see that. What does Freezer do? Maybe ice type if they wish. I don't think I want to use ice type here. But it's hard to explain the flavor of a ranged struggle if it's not ice type. Mechanically, let's say it's not. Okay, so yeah, we good on.
Yeah, it's one of the 21s, guys. One of the 21s.
Okay, so Frigibax is gonna go then. From the tail gunner on Vigo now, is gonna use a ranged struggle as Frigibax has basic ranged attacks.
Cool.
Can do that. I'm kind of scared to. I'm a little scared to make it ice type because that's adding a lot of damage. I don't know. Do we want to risk it?
I don't think we should if we're trying to capture it.
Yeah.
No,
so
don't
this
risk it.
we're gonna do this as a normal type attack because I can choose whether or not to make it ice type. Yeah. Here we go. All of the. How do I roll all of it? Is it this button? Yes, this button. Oh, never mind. We don't have to worry about it because I missed.
You did, unfortunate.
Okay then.
Yeah, okay.
I guess I will attack it then. Since my struggle will definitely not do that much, I will instead do what it did to me.
Acrobatics.
Very
And
cool.
I did not miss.
Okay, are you holding an item? You do have a
It doesn't
flashlight
matter if
out.
I am.
The users. I'm not holding
It doesn't matter if I am. I always get the damage bonus from flip out.
Oh, do you have flip? That's a condition to flip out.
No,
That's what a flip out ability.
Very sick. Okay, I'll trust you. Oh, now you're posting it.
extra damage. Well, holding an item. Yeah.
Ah, very sick. Okay, cool. Yemen? Yeah, you're coming in with a somersault and just cramming this Gligar down its length here. So let me go ahead and do some
Calculations.
calculata.
I'm assuming this doesn't have a significant number of injuries. Actually, not impossible. Now that I think about it, this is one of the last days of this. Impossible. It's not impossible that it's been in a few fights before this.
Yeah, it might have been in a few scraps.
infamous with Team Knit, so it's definitely been scrapping with them.
Cool. Got that right.
Love the idea of like not even the Pokemon
Nice.
coming in to do damage, it's the trainers.
Yeah. You blast forward and land a somersaulting kick on this thing before falling down, definitely and kind of resetting to your previous position. All of you are duly impressed by Rune's acrobatics here. One of the more dexterous 15-year-olds you've ever seen.
Go throw a Pokeball!
Well, that was my standard action, so I'll go throw a Pokeball at it.
Throw up a Pokeball!
Okay.
Yeah, it would have taken my shift to get up to it, so I used my shift and standard action to do that.
Stay put. Okay.
Yeah.
So my mental image is right. Vigo is very close. Frigibex is on Vigo. So
Yep.
they're both very close. And then
Rune is also very
Rune is very
close,
close.
yeah.
Okay. And then Marshtomp is back here because he's been blasting him. And then Calamari is very close because he tried to rack.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I believe this is a rough estimation, or
Okay.
a roughly accurate estimation of where everyone is.
All right. Cool.
So what do I need to roll to throw a Pokeball?
Well, you gotta roll a status move, which I believe is -4 for you.
Oh.
Okay, so do you have a bonus to it from Capture Specialist? I think Capture Specialist get a bonus. We determined this earlier, but I don't remember what the conclusion was.
Gain 2 cap techniques. Which I figured out I used most of my capture techniques to get extra skills. Yeah.
Specialist.
Vitalizing Throw is going to be fun if I miss, but I don't believe...
Ideally, we won't.
Yeah, I don't believe I get any bonuses at this present moment.
What all do you currently have?
Yes.
Well, what do you currently have?
The answer is yes. You said.
Yeah, oh, you mean in terms of capture techniques?
Yeah.
I believe it's Tools of the Trade and then 3 instances of capture skills. If I
Okay.
had to guess.
So, you gain a +2 to all accuracy rolls made with Pokeballs, hand net slashes, all that stuff. I mean, the Pokemon... Yeah, so you have a +2 to this if you have Tools of the Trade, which
Right,
means that
yeah.
instead of -6, this is -4.
Okay,
Versus
and I'll just
division.
go ahead and make post that for funsies.
Make a post it.
Okay, so I shall roll forthwith. I believe that misses.
Yep.
It do.
Daggnammit.
The ball goes wide.
Ugh.
All that remains
What?
is the B-drill.
What is our luck with Pokeballs? Like, I just have to point out, it is incredibly unlikely that we miss as often as we do.
Yeah, it is. Beedrill's going back
oh.
in and attempting another string shot.
Michael, I'll Mako roll a D3, actually.
Alright.
Sure. It's not broken.
Okay.
Clatters onto the ground. Yep.
I'll use my shift action to go pick it up then.
Yeah, sure. You wait, you're running up underneath the Gligar?
Oh. Well, no. I can retrieve it
Okay,
after the battle.
sure. Alright, B-drill. The time has come. String shot attack.
6?
Yeah, that hits.
Yay!
Okay. Speed combat stage lowered by another 1.
Nice. Cool.
I think, does that lower its speed again?
It should, yeah. Probably,
Oh, yeah.
probably gonna drop him below Amber. I'll double check that right now, actually.
So it's a flat amount, so last time it was, well, it's not a flat amount, but it's always like a consistent amount, so it should go down to 16.
-2. Current speed is 17, so now we need to speed tie with the
Oh,
Amber. So Go ahead and roll initiative on Amber, please.
Yep, music.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scroll up for the initiative.
I got 0.1, which is actually average.
I got
Ah,
14.
nice. Your Beedrill or Amber is going first. So if she wants to spit in its general direction, she is allowed to.
Grab that thing! Grab it!
She is. Well, Beedrill's going to back
Wait,
up
wait.
once again.
I did that wrong. This thing should be at 17.10. What was Beedrill supposed to be at? Sorry?
I think
Beedrill's supposed to be at 19.
Oh,
Supposed to be at
19.
19, sorry. That's what you doing
It's
first.
no longer speed type, so I'm not adding the thing.
Yep. Okay, cool. We're good. There you go. That should be the correct order right now.
Alright, so that's Beedrill's turn. He's going to back up again.
Yep.
Okay, so she does not have Capture Specialist. I thought she did.
She does not.
Okay, then she's just going to chuck a Pokeball at it.
Okay. How many of those balls do you guys have left? The Jichu balls?
So we have one under the Gligar, and we have 3 more.
Cool. Okay.
I thought it was 2.
Like we have
We
a
had
total
4
of 3.
total.
We have access to 2 turns. Oh.
So we've caught 3 things. We broke 1 ball. That's 4. One's under the Gligar.
And we
So
have 3 more.
Okay, so this is alright.
Unfortunately,
That's
Amber,
unfortunate.
that will not be hitting. My goodness. Yeah, the ball goes wide. Go ahead and have Amber roll a D2, please.
Wait, was that roll for a Pokeball?
Yes.
The D2 is for the Pokeball to see if it breaks or not. Okay, it doesn't break.
Doesn't.
Wait, hang on. Why is it 6? Is it not 3? Are we not trying? Oh, I
That's
see.
accuracy
Never
just
mind.
to see if the ball hits. Yeah,
Ignore me. Ignore me.
you're good. Okay, that's standard action. Is Amber running for her life?
Amber's pretty far away. She's going to. Yeah, she's gonna duck and cover.
Awesome. Okay, that resounding sound echoes through the surrounding chambers, and all of you are on edge. Why is the ferret down here? The ferret actually needs to speed tie with the Gligar. Hey, ferret. Roll initiative.
What do you want from me?
Perhaps this Gligar will get a second turn someday.
No.
Or
We're just gonna
use
keep slowing it down.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
it is moving.
another thing
after
at lower
the Gligar.
speed.
Okay. The Gligar, with bloodshot eyes and a craving for enemy flesh, lunges forward, and at first you think it's going for you, Vigo, but in fact it is going for the Frigibax on you.
Oh no.
As the pincers clinch and then unclinch, and you feel tension building up behind them as though a gavel were about to slam down. Okay, here we go. What is Frigibax's level?
28.
Wonderful.
Don't forget there is one more reflect to be used. You can reduce the stamina.
I'm assuming this is guillotine, in which case that doesn't matter.
Sorry, what'd you say the level was again? One more time?
28.
Thank you. It's possible you luck out. It's unlikely, though. Okay.
What is that?
That is higher than your Frigibax's level. As,
What does... what does this mean?
139 is higher than Frigibax's level. So,
Okay,
so
but what are we...
it's a D100 plus 30
What are we rolling
Plus-
for?
plus-
Please let me know.
plus the
That's
Gligar's
cool.
level minus the Frigibax's level.
No, X or lower, the target faints. X is equal to... X or lower, the target faints. X is equal to 30 plus the user's level minus the target's level.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm reading this right.
30 plus the user's level minus the target's level. Yeah, no, it has to be lower than X.
It's really strangely worded, because in the games, all of the execute moves are better if there's a massive deficit between high level and low level.
Well, there still is. Because you're raising it by your level. So it's 30, and
Yeah.
then it's whatever your level is, minus the target's level, and you're trying to get under that. So the bigger the difference of
having
level
a
there is-
higher level is not helpful to getting a lower number.
No, it is. Having your level of being higher raises the number that you have to get below.
Oh, X is equal to... I think I
Yeah,
understand.
it's not. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
not.
that's
It's not added to the roll.
So that's 55 minus 28, which is 12 plus what is that, 15? So 27. So it's 80 plus 30. It needs to be lower than 27. That doesn't. Oh, because I mean it could roll low on the 100. I see. Sure. Okay.
85 minus 28. What's the DC there? 57.
Seems like it's a similar
Yeah,
thing to
57.
Divine Intervention. You
Okay.
have to roll super low.
It has to roll below 57. I think is what.
I think
Yeah,
I'm getting
below
it.
57.
Okay, so once the low roll, and it didn't get it, it's at 82. Okay, cool. Glad to work through that. Yeah,
Okay.
the Frigibag ducks
Uh-oh.
into your pack, and the Pencer clamps shut directly over its head. As you feel a massive percussive, essentially explosion move out from essentially the cavitation of air that was just crushed in the thing's claws. Okay.
So how much damage is this?
It would have fainted it immediately if it had hit.
This is an instant faint move.
Yeah.
It's like Fissure.
One hit KO.
Yeah.
Like Fisher or Pure Cold.
But it misses?
It missed, yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
missed.
rolled, it rolled too high.
So
Those
we want to
are
go for a
extremely low
1.
accuracy moves.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and move forward, and we'll go over to the Sentry.
Huh.
Still has its standard action.
Yes.
No helping hands have been used.
Correct. I don't think we want to do any more damage, though.
Can you raise your own accuracy for a Pokeball?
That's a good question, actually. Let's look at it.
But it also gives me 10 damage.
But it's not an attack, or it's not a damaging attack, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, next accuracy roll, so that would work on you.
Okay, well. Sure.
Next damage roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Is... Yeah, no, it says an accuracy roll.
Yeah. And that's a status attack, so...
Alright, Elaine is gonna ask Holly to help her throw the Pokeball at this, flying terror.
Sure, okay.
That will end.
I think that works, yeah. That is priority, so you can do that kind of reactively on... You're gonna do it on your turn?
This is Holly's turn, so Holly's gonna do it on her turn.
Right, but it is priority, so you could potentially do it on your turn. And keep reactions open if you wanted.
think it makes a difference. It's just not acting within the.
I don't think I'm gonna have any reactions available for this.
Right. All I'm saying is your priority can go anywhere you want.
Correct.
So there's no reason you wouldn't put it on your turn. That's just my advice.
I don't understand your question.
It doesn't make a difference.
It really
here.
doesn't.
Also, actually, no, that it has to happen now because Holly's turn has come up.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you can pass turns, can't you?
No.
I don't think so.
Isn't there a delay?
Well, yeah, you can Mare-Duel, but I'm helping hand for Elaine.
Sure. Well, we won't worry too much about it. We'll figure it out later. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, helping him. Cool. You've been helped, Elaine. Yep.
Awesome.
The hand of power. Okay.
All right. Rook's turn.
Rook is going to hold his turn until after Elaine. Because if this thing... Well, no, it's pretty slow now. Rook's just going to pass. He can tell we're trying to catch it, and he can also tell it's pretty low health, so he will not attack the start.
Yep. Kind of guiding it in. All right, Elaine. Time has come.
All right. What do I do with plus accuracy? Jeremiah, guide me. What do I type?
1d20 minus 4.
Even my good luck.
Miss. Go ahead and roll a d2, please.
Yeah. Can we? Okay, so just with like how our luck is
The
with
balls
these,
haven't
can we
broken.
please have the Pokeball stop breaking? Like until it starts evening out a little bit, because
Nah.
this site hates us.
all 3 Pokeballs are underneath this Gligar, not broken, so we need to pick them up.
Yeah. We have 2 people right there, and I have the runaway ability, so it can't attack me.
All right.
Cool. Calamari.
Alright, let's try bind again, but this time, well, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
Yep. Cool. And you're adding that +1. Oh, you're not, actually. You should be adding a +1 to your accuracy here.
No, I didn't do accuracy training.
No, you have bind on a grapple. So you're getting a +1 bonus to your accuracy on your grapple maneuver.
Okay.
Actually, and +2 to the skill checks made to initiate grapple maneuvers, which is very sick. Okay, you are hitting, regardless.
Wait. We might not want to do that. Like, a tick of health points might kill it.
This is true.
At this point, yeah.
That's actually 2 ticks because you have the item on it.
Oh, true. Alright. In that case, can I just try and grapple?
Modifier to your grapple, but I don't know.
I mean, instead of using bind.
I think this is how the Pokemon grapples. I don't know necessarily that it has a choice. It's not using Mei language, but I guess you could just instruct your Pokemon to go lighter. I'll tell you what, it's not using Mei language, so technically I would say probably not, but I would let you roll a command check to try and just grapple with none of the effects of binds active.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Just command, there it is.
Sure, that's enough. Yeah, you can attempt a normal grapple, but you will not be getting any of these skill check bonuses from bind either, so it's just straight combat or athletics here.
Yeah, I mean, let's do that, but let's do combat this time.
Yep,
Just
sounds
see if
good.
it's a lower skill.
Okay. It's possible you beat this. We'll see. Not quite. Sorry. No grappling.
Okay. Well, good data as well.
Yep. Vigo already went with extreme speed.
Well, can I?
Yeah.
Run me back
Can...
down.
Oh, sorry, that was his turn, not mine. Never mind.
Yeah, that was Calamari's go. Yeah. Unless you want a calamari to shift, you could shift potentially.
Could
Does it
I
have run
get-
away?
Not as like an ability or a feature or something. Oh yeah, that's right. We're engaged.
I believe disengage
Yeah.
disengage is one shift action, which just moves you like one away.
Yep, moves you
Yeah,
1
we'll
meter.
stay where he is. It's fine.
Staying where he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back to the top, and we're a decent amount behind or rather in front of our timeline. So I'll leave you on a little cliffhanger here as yeah. I'm sorry. I know it's torturous.
I mean, at this point, there's
You guys
No
are
reason.
in a cave, and you have this Gligar cornered. It's panting, it's sweating, it's kind of clinging up in a corner. Its tail wrapping around a stalactite at this point. And you hear something that isn't an echo of the Gligar's screeches, which until this point you thought might have been just a sign of panic. As something returns the call from further in, and it is growing closer. And that is where we're going to call it.
Oh no.
oh dear.
Yeah, well, thanks for playing, guys. A lot of weird technical difficulties, but I think the recording's probably good. Thanks so much for playing. We're more than half of the way through the Apricorn Festival at this point. Only got like a couple zones left, and this can go pretty quick. Like some of these optional encounters are designed to really like sink most of the time, and they're only there if you really want them. So, hope you guys are having fun. I'm having a good time, and I wish we could meet sooner and do more. I would be happy to discuss a sooner start time next Thursday, if that sounds good to you guys. I don't know how uber important the 7 o'clock start time is for people. I don't know if you guys like are working right before that,
Oh, yeah.
or what's up. But anyways,
It may just be that summers are busy.
entirely possible. But we'll keep our ears to the chat here and see if we can't get started a little bit sooner, because I do really enjoy our time here. I just feel like we love each other too much to start immediately. We have to get some stuff out of the way, and I would just sooner start earlier that way, so we have time for that and getting a good fat session in. Okay. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. This has been awesome. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Thanks very much for watching as we near the end of our encounter with the Gligar and potentially something much scarier. Farewell, everybody. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.